And we are in. Hello.
Hooray!
Hello. What?
Good.
We're here doing some Zelda today. The puppy has found a blind spot in the camera. He has become self-aware. And he is hiding behind the pillow.
He is planning his inevitable escape by finding this blind spot. He will dig a tunnel under the ground.
I will probably, you know what? I'm gonna take care of that. You can't hide from puppy cam. You can't hide from puppy cam, puppy. You can't do it.
Puppy can.
Thought you could escape. Nah.
The puppy cam is eternal.
There we go. You can't hide from the
Dear
puppy
God,
cam.
the thunder outside. You guys hear that?
Yeah, fuck.
Alright, guess I'm gonna fucking die today.
Oh,
The storm
no.
comes for you.
You're not allowed to die. Only me and Gallon are allowed to die.
Something about someone
Incorrect.
dying.
Only
What?
you're allowed to die.
Something about something dying. What?
There were like there's a loud like thunder outside, and I was like, shit, you guys hear that?
Oh no. He can't hide anymore, guys. He can't hide from the puppy cam any longer.
The puppy cam is eternal.
I mean, he could still technically get behind the Pikachu pillow, I guess, but like, it's on him if he does. But yeah, how's everybody doing today?
I'm good.
I'm pretty good.
Everybody
Pretty
doing
swell.
good? We didn't have Zelda last week.
Fuck.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, how dare you, Emerald?
Why is it always me?
I love how nobody else said anything, so they're just like, nah, Emerald's got to take this.
You take this.
I'll
This is your
have you
fault.
know, it was not my fault.
Just
don't know
because
who
it's
else
not
to
your
blame.
fault doesn't mean I can't blame you.
Damn.
I don't know who else to blame, Emerald. I'm just saying, like, there's no one else we could possibly blame for it.
We had a break. It's fine.
This isn't
It's
about whose
nobody's
fault it
fault.
is. This is about who do I sacrifice on the altar, and the answer is always you.
Why me? I'm
Emerald
nothing wrong.
was
I
being
mean,
too
look at you.
sussy and
You're
bad.
such a stag. Your head will look great on the wall.
Damn it. Of course, it comes back to the furry shit again.
You're furry because I command you to be a furry, damn it!
You made me like this.
Fun. So, we are gonna be playing some Zelda today. We had some neat stuff happen last night over on the Mega Man side, and you know, just I'm gonna be saying this to every single freaking stream I do on this channel for the next week. But you guys don't want to miss next Sunday, final episode of Mega Man coming up.
Oh, fuck.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Final episode of Mega Man coming up. If you snooze, you lose. You have a week to watch all 80-something episodes at times 2 speed to catch up.
Literally impossible.
you know, who knows, man? Who knows?
They would have needed to started last week. So go back in time, tell yourself of the past to start watching it, and then you'll be able to catch up just in time for the end.
FOMO said there was like a thing you could get for your browser for Firefox. You go ×7. Go for that. That'd work, right?
What the fuck? Who's going ×7? What is this?
Language becomes incomprehensible at that
What
speed.
is this fucking Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan bullshit right there?
I wanted to
Ken.
×2, and then I just started going faster because I could do it faster on Firefox. So I was
It's
watching
perfect.
it at ×7 at one point.
It's perfect. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Nah,
But
you're
yeah, that's
perfect.
gonna be pretty neato. And once that happens, Jake is gonna start doing some backstory games for the Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna start. We're gonna start going for the 5Ds game. And after the first 2 5Ds games, Jake's gonna take over with a Final Fantasy game, and then we're gonna go bi-weekly from then on.
Oh yeah.
and
I
let
thought
you know,
were gonna
unless
say
there's,
he's gonna take over, and then there'll be no 5Ds.
and then there'll be 5 days is over. We don't have to worry about it anymore.
Mother that like smother you in your sleep.
Mhm.
And then I take
All
over the
this
network.
work was
And then
over.
he
You know what I
Long
realized?
game.
You know what I realized the other day, Jake?
What?
We haven't put the other image, the other image of the bunny into the Final Fantasy chat, and I know why, because like we still hadn't like confirmed amazingly who everybody was, and then I got stubborn and didn't want to do it. So like the other
Listen.
bunny picture isn't in there.
People guessing is so funny to me. The images are named after you guys.
Yeah, and people still got it wrong, and it was just fucking beautiful.
What happened to the other puppy? Other puppy has left. Other puppy has been sent to a new home. So it's just Dante here. Daisy is gone.
I'll never forgive that.
Daisy is gone.
You just get the wacky woohoo pizza dog.
The wacky woo
Are you crab dancing?
I
dog
love
boy?
how last Thursday we were playing DMS and I was like, I don't know why he's going crazy. And Eric's just like, oh, he's Dante. Of course he's going crazy during DMS.
The party wasn't crazy enough for her.
This party's getting crazy. But yeah. Ah, Flack! A whole year? Whole year for the resubscribe? Yeah, that's 12 months, my dude. Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Nice job,
Wow.
nice job.
Wow.
Thank you for sticking around for the year. You one of the OGs. You're one of the people who in the Zelda at least who knows why there's a fucking chair in the top right.
You know why there's a chair.
Does
You have
that
a
chair
chair,
exist
Lord.
in any other campaign?
It does not. No.
Oh, it's exclusive. We get the chair.
Yeah, it's exclusive.
This is our time. This is our fucking Greyhawk. Don't worry about it.
Exclusive chair DLC.
Flack's one
You
of the
get
Flack's one of
one
the
chair.
Zelda OGs that knows about the chair, man.
It's like getting horse armor. It's purely for the flex.
I still own the chair. I still have that chair. I don't sit
do you
on it,
still have
but
it?
I still have
It's just sitting there, menacingly.
It's just sitting there, not being sat on, menacing.
I'm close to a year yourself. There you go. Zero Underborn's also. He's got 11 months. Yeah, one more. Hell yeah. You're gonna have a year on my birthday month.
Hooray.
It is just saying to my closest friends out there, just saying to my 49 closest friends out there, my birthday is 1 month away. I'm kidding. My 49 closest friends.
I thought you were gonna say my 49th birthday.
I'm an old man. I'm gonna be an old man then. I'm gonna immediately I'm gonna wrinkle up and everything's gonna turn gray and then it's gonna be like that. And then it's gonna be like that one movie, and people are gonna realize how old I am, and then security is gonna chase me down to try to euthanize me.
Logan's Run.
Yeah.
That just took a really dark turn.
Euthanize you?
Anthony,
movie.
Anthony, you're next because you know what Logan's Run is.
Yeah. I guess I shot myself in the hand there, didn't I?
You don't sound a day over 24. Oh, Lindo. Oh, you're not getting a raise. Unless unless you tell me that, unless you literally tell me that you're getting a raise, because that's how this works. Like it's so weird. Like I have you do art for me, but you still choose the prices, so you can technically give yourself a raise at any point. And I just now thought about that. That's a weird. That's a weirdly cool dynamic. I don't have to be the one in charge of the raises. Perfect.
I wish I could
Are you
just tell my
chewing
boss
on the
give
hanger?
me more money
You
now.
Okay, so I gave him a little clothes hanger in there, right? I had put it up and I hung the three little chew toys that I got him on there. Let me show you guys the chew toys because they're amazing, and he doesn't like them.
He said he wants to play with the hanger.
He's right here.
Hanger go bear.
Oh,
So I got him 3 of them. There's one more somewhere. I don't know where it's at. He's probably
He feels
taking
threatened by them.
he's probably taking it somewhere. But I hung all 3 of them off of the little like clothes hanger, and he has decided to play with the clothes hanger instead.
That is how pets be though.
It's not so much that he wants to play with the coat hanger, it's that he's training to be a doctor.
and
Disrespecting
earlier
a
as well,
medical professional.
you can see in like the left of the screen. That is his water bowl that he overturned before game.
Ah.
And he's been
Fun.
carrying around, just sort of moving it around because he feels like it.
I killed this. It was a kappa in disguise. I knocked all the water out. It's fucking dead.
So that's
Hooray!
Dante. That's him. He's a fun boy. Yeah, this was going to be temporary, like Cyan said. It is this entire thing was a temporary thing with the 2 of them. I am super sad because I love Daisy to death, but Dante's been getting super sweet. Last night he actually stayed in the bed the entire night.
Oh.
So like he was able to not bother Buddy, which is like the biggest thing, because like, you know, Buddy doesn't sit still if any of them try to go over to him. But he was able to be nice and not bother Buddy and find his own spot on the bed and lay there. And this morning, whenever I got up to go use the restroom, I forgot to let him down and he pooped all over my phone. So that's pretty fun.
Ah.
Oh.
It was my bad for not getting him down. But still.
He's like,
Maybe-
fuck this thing in particular.
Maybe you shouldn't name them Blue. I don't tell you how to live your life. I know I did this to myself.
Well, look at him. He's partying so crazy.
He's so crazy. He has that coat hanger.
What have I told you about naming them? That's how they get souls.
I think as long as he has that coat hanger, he's just gonna play with that over there. I also don't want to like force him to like not play with something. Like I would take the coat hanger away from him, but he's not had a lot of fun without his sister a little bit. So he's just now getting back into the playful moods. I'm gonna let him play with whatever the fuck he wants to play with.
You gave him a name. He has a soul now.
But yeah, I knew from the beginning naming him was like a bad idea. At the same time, like fuck it, who cares? I'm not sure when he's ever gonna get taken away from me, and if he never does, then he has a name. I've been talking to my family about potentially moving into a building nearby our property that we technically have ownage of, but it's a very old building, and there is a bunch of like basically trash in there because my uncle used to live there, but like it hasn't been cleaned out. I basically talked to them about, hey, what if I like went there, and they're like, maybe, so like that might be fun.
That might be fun.
And if that happens, then I might just keep Dante. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
We'll have to see. But with all that being said, getting a little bit closer. We're coming into game. It's been about 16 minutes. We're doing fine. This sometimes we don't even start game at this point. Like we're doing good today. There are some times we don't even have game. We don't even start game until 2:30. So let's go ahead and get
Remember
us
when we said we
into.
wanted to start on time? That was a time that happened.
It happened for a
That was,
bit.
like, a whole thing.
It's fine. We've done it before. We've started on time
We've done
before.
it once and
We
never
did like
again.
at least once.
Listen, shit happens, all right?
But we are in here. The room is a little bit cleaner, not a ton cleaner, but a tiny bit cleaner. Cause you know, who knows? You guys might be going somewhere new today. I don't fucking know. Anyway, with all that being said, though, we will get into what had happened the last time. So let me go ahead and give a roll. Nobody has told me that they don't want to be involved in the roll today. So that means everyone is involved in the roll today. So let's go ahead and roll. 1 is Gallon, 6 is Ronan, and it goes in that way clockwise. Let's go. Roll. Emerald, what happened last time?
So what happened last time was we finally got back after a break. I got to go back and talk to our boy Roki.
Hmm.
I got to talk to him for a bit about, Goddess Blood stuff. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you had a good time with Roki. Okay.
Was that last game or was it the game before?
That was last game.
That was yeah.
That
You're in
was
the right
last game?
timeline. Right
Yep.
timeline. Don't worry.
Right
go.
timeline. Okay,
Emerald,
I'm just
you're
making
already
sure.
gonna make me go get the schnapps, aren't you?
No. Anyway, I had a talk with him. That was great. I came home. The next day came. I had a nightmare. Gowan had a nightmare. I was just like, yeah, that was too real for me. I'm going to go talk to Gowan about this. And we talked about it. And then through him and his girl, Arma, we found out that we're both cursed by a fucking, not cursed, we are both haunted. There's a difference. There's a difference, fellas. So we're
Whenever there are
haunted.
multiple weird things happening in a game, we have to make these distinctions.
We have to make these distinctions because they are fucking different and they have their own ways of being solved, which we find out later. So yeah, we found out that we're both haunted by the same thing, the ghost of the Deku Hydra that we killed. Haha, that's great. So Gowan goes off to find a Po coin from his grandmother, and I go downstairs and I don't remember what my task specifically was.
And I
'cause it's
chill
been-
out.
But I
Get the
helped.
staff.
I was supposed to get the staff. That's right. And I talked to Polo about it, but then Polo was like, "Huh?" And then we went downstairs to get breakfast ready because shit happens.
I just imagine like Marco and Gallon like breaking off. It's like Gallon goes out to do that. Marco's like, "All right, my time to shine." Comes downstairs, sits in the chair, gets comfy, closes eyes.
Finally, Marco's achieved his peak form.
Perfect. So yeah, we go downstairs, we each talk to Gorthos for a bit. Me and Polo go to the kitchen to make breakfast. I explained to them what had happened with the whole haunting thing. They're worried about it. That's what happens. Then we tell everyone about it as everyone wakes up, and we go off and do our own things to prep to go to the forest. Gallon goes, talks to Pika and Aga, gets information from them, pretty interesting information. The two of them are apparently forced to love the other two. That's cool. That's weird. In fact, it's actually not cool. It's actually gross. But gods do what
You
gods
guys act
do.
like this is like the only time this has ever happened. Go watch anything in Greek mythology.
No.
That doesn't mean it's not gross.
It doesn't mean it's not
Okay,
gross, but everybody's
okay.
been acting
It's,
like
it's totally fine, guys. The Greeks did.
no. I'm just saying everybody's been acting like it's a big fucking like super new thing. Like, oh, the gods are fucking weird.
We
That's
did it
weird.
in sexism.
You're the first person to ever do that.
That is not what I was getting at.
No,
with
I know. I'm
that.
playing.
I was even saying I was expecting something similar to this happening. Just, not specifically this.
Yeah, just
But
lick that
yes.
ass a little bit more, Emerald.
Fuck up.
I enjoy it. Emerald's the only one who does it. He can get into the
You're right,
crevices.
you missed the spot.
He can get into the crevices. The rest of you. What are you barking for?
Stop. Yeah, I'm talking about butt licking.
Dante's over there freaking barking at us.
So yeah, each make our preparations. I get some potions. I get another cool artifact from our boy Smith. It's a bow. I'm pretty sure it's cursed, because I begged the DM to make it cursed and gave him some points for it. It's great.
You're weird.
Fuck off. After that, we all got together. Gallon invited Aga and Pika to come with us to the thing. Both him and fucking, why am I blanking? Him and Ronan found out about the stuff.
Oh,
Let's
go.
And I am sorry, I am blanking on anything else that had happened.
No, you did fine, man.
Y'all did keep interrupting me, I will say.
We were very volatile today. That's very true. Emerald, here you go, man. You did good. I'll give you exactly one boss-piration. There you go.
Okay.
There you go, man. You know what? You're such a good sport. I'll also give you a Rangspiration.
Why, thank you.
And you know what? You're such a good sport. I'll even give you a single Galspiration.
You shouldn't have.
And you
That's
know
so
what?
nice
You're
of
such a
you.
good sport. I'll even give you a single Zorkaspiration.
You're just too kind.
And you know what?
Captain Planet.
You're such a good sport. You can even have a single Gorthospiration.
Thank you very much, DM Sama. You
Jesus
are
Christ, this is
the
the best
best.
recap ever.
But you know what you can't have?
What can't I have?
You can't have a Marcospiration.
That's fine. By their powers combined, I am
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
the Chaos Emerald. It's fine. I am the Chaos Emerald.
With all,
Infinite cosmic power.
with all that being said, eventually, Galen and Ronan were able to get Aga and Pika to come back with them. Aga, not being amazingly impressed after meeting Galen, but Galen, kind of, able to talk her into coming and explain that that Ronan and him would be able to protect them in the forest, because once they go there, they will not have any of their power apparently. Once they make their way there, you guys bring them back to the group, with them having some of their things gathered up by Pika. Pika sort of just like hanging out with Ronan the entire time before, wanting to put some new scents out, because apparently Aga didn't like the cinnamon rolls, or at least that's what she believed of herself. And once you guys made your way in, the others, Marco, Polo, Gorthos, and of course, a step sis prison wife with a need for speed.
Thank you for saying my full name.
What? Fucking what?
You guys would notice that Galen and Ronan would make their way back with Aga and Pika in tow. You guys note that with having somebody with you that can go out stuff with Ronan, you guys have a number of people you guys can invite to go with you. So currently, Ronan can bring, I think, 6 people is his max.
Yes, I can bring the party.
So you can bring the party. You guys have 2 other people right here who are saying they're gonna go. You guys had asked Myra if she wanted to go. Both Nimbus as well as June have mentioned that they could come with you guys to help you for anything you guys want to do at any point, but that's up to you guys. Of course, there's always Kuro as well, who's back there. Both Kuro and Nimbus have been in the forest before, so it's up to you guys if you want to take them with you. But currently, you guys have 3 slots you guys need to fill if you want to fill them. You don't have to. I'd like to know, what does everybody want to do? And again, these guys have just came in, so if you guys want to have any interactions with them before going to the forest, you can. Or you guys can wait till you guys go to the forest and see what happens when you go there. What is going down, my dudes?
Hi, we're back.
So much energy. Anyway.
We're back.
Listen, man, shit's weird right now.
Oh, these are the 2 ladies you talked about?
Yep, this here's Pika, and that there's Aga.
We've met
This is-
a few of you. I
Mhm.
believe that the last time I saw a couple of you, I might have been a little bit emotional. But hello, how are all of you? That good, huh?
Yeah, apparently they're on fire.
She'll,
I guess I'm fine.
she'll be the one and step up, and she'll be like,
Hello. My name is well, I've met you before, Miss Aga.
but hold on.
You do see as
Pepperoni.
you get over to her, she gives a slight smile over to you, Polo, and gives a nod.
But it is nice to meet you, Miss Pika. My name is Polo.
It is perfectly nice to meet you as well. I have learned quite a bit about you ever since all of the different visions and everything started last night. I want to ask Is it? She like looks between you and then over toward Jasna. Were you guys really imprisoned in there? How long were you in there?
I think I was about 4 days and Jasna was about 8.
That's crazy. I'm so sorry for that. I mean, there was nothing I could have done to help you or anything, but I mean, whenever I got the visions of the forest stuff, I was like, whoa, you know, like, man, I'm so glad they were able to be there.
Well, yeah, of course. If not for Gallon, we would definitely still be in the dungeon.
Mm-hmm. And then there's the whole thing with the Wolfos as well, and you guys were able to take on that creature, the Emerald Eye. That's crazy. She like looks over to you. She's like, your hands are so delicate. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize. I turned out just fine.
Not to mention you're going over the point where she took out an entire, I don't know how many of them, Wolfos, you had said? Well, yeah, I suppose there was a little pack of Wolfos that you did go after, but look at you. It's still pitying.
An entire infinite forest worth of Wolfos.
Am I pitiful to you?
Well, no, it's not you're pitiful. It's just I feel so sorry about you. Like, you
Well,
know, I mean.
You don't have to.
Hmm?
I'm fine. I turned out fine, and I'll just get better.
Hmm. She looks to you, a bit of a frown on her face. I'm really sorry. It's just, you know, I feel like I might have said something wrong.
Well,
It's not nice
No,
to
you-
say that you pity anyone, you know.
that's like, well, I don't know anything about what happened with you, Pika. Actually, never mind.
I didn't say that.
It's, apologizing constantly for something you had nothing to do with can come off as disingenuous after a while.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably true.
It's okay.
She hasn't explained it very well, but whenever she gets those visions, she seems as if she is actually going through those events. I believe that's why she is a little bit overly wanting to apologize to you for not helping. I mean, I can change. Like, I can separate myself. I don't get that. I don't get that close to anything that I see. Obviously, I know better. It's not like I see things and be like, oh man, I could have totally done that quicker, faster, maybe made it to where they think I feel like I'm locked inside of a shell that isn't me. You know, it's nothing like that.
I know something to make it up to me. You both say you've had visions and seen everything up till now, right?
I've only had it secondhand. She's the one that had the visions. She's told me about everything, though.
What's the scope of everything, Miss Pika?
Mostly everything that happened in the forest. It was only for a couple of days after everything went down that I was able to see. After she looks over toward Marco, as well as points to Gallon and Ronan, after they had touched the sacred artifact inside of the forest, I believe I got around 3 or so days of whatever knowledge happened afterwards, until you had met that creature and, well, apparently went like screaming and howling back in time. Other than that, I haven't really been able to see anything that happened to you here in the city, but I think that's mostly to do with shenanigans, because I usually can see just about everything, but my vision goes straight from you guys leaving the forest until literally everything that happened since we came back.
And what about you, Misaga? You say secondhand?
She's mostly told me everything. I've not really had too much of a thought behind it. She sat outside of my door crying last night, explaining everything she saw. I wasn't. It was whining at best, whining at most. I probably shouldn't get too close. I'm very sorry. I'm not sorry. I should not apologize. She like steps away from you.
There's several things you don't have to worry about getting close to. But that can come later. We should all get to know each other better. Besides, it's good to make connections as a potential future ruler of the Demon Lands.
You did what now?
Oh boy.
Smile.
Is that true? Well, I guess I'll have to work on my curtsy then.
No need at all. I only say potential because my brother Vega is
Air quotes.
king.
Your brother Vega.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one that was there last night, or not last night, the night before, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I feel as if I've seen him before, but whenever I think on him, it's not. I don't know. He doesn't seem familiar, but he sort of feels familiar, you know?
Are you from the north, Miss Saga?
I'm not from the north per se, but I have gone there on occasion with my master.
Hmm.
Whenever I saw him before, whenever everything had gone down the way that it did, his presence seemed familiar, the feeling he was exuding, but he himself didn't have any sort of familiarity to me.
Hmm. Well, we might meet him before we head off. I kind of want to tell him that I'm heading off at some point.
Hmm.
If you wanted to come with me to go see him, maybe you'll feel something then?
Perhaps. If you don't mind, I know that it's a family thing. I don't want to interrupt anything or throw myself into anything like that.
Nope. It's absolutely required that a king get to know all of his subjects.
I do consider myself well, a citizen of Hyrule, but I suppose that I could go and see him.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at Pika.
Um,
I should
Yeah.
move away from you. I'm so close. She like steps back.
It's okay. I'm fine with people who like to get in close proximity of people.
Looks at Gallon.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm really sorry. I know that this is really strange. I do get, I guess, a little attached sometimes. Maybe whenever I see things like that. Maybe that's what it is. It's nothing. Don't worry. Everything.
It's okay.
she's gonna like grab Pika's hand.
There's nothing wrong with that, and maybe that way we can all be friends.
She looks
mean-
over. She looks over to you. She gives a bit of a smirk. She looks over to everybody else. Well, I mean, that's being friends, and then there's us being basically in your hands as far as not having us be murdered. That's pretty good too.
Huh?
Yeah.
We've already told your friends here, but if we are to be going with you into the forest, as we believe we should, if there's any way we can learn more about you, we are not going to have access to any of our powers. We are going to be basically at any sort of mercy of anything in there. I will not have any of my magical abilities, just my knowledge. And Pika here, while she will be able to use her voice, will not be able to use any of her other abilities.
Which is weird because we can, but it comes from you. I don't get it, but it is what it is, I guess.
Mm? How does
The-
that work?
The gods work in mysterious ways, I suppose, but I just feel that there's nothing we can really do to aid you inside of there. Maybe it's because there's several boss fights happening in there and we would make them trivial. I'm kidding, no. No.
Cheeky.
But it does seem as if we will be in your hands for the time being. If you don't mind, of course.
I don't mind. I'm a pretty good shot with a bow, so I can make sure nothing gets too close.
If you are to be as good a shot as as she said you were with those Wolfos, then I'm sure you'll be able to do your best. The same as everyone else here. There are interesting things I've heard about each of you from her. If any elaboration needs to be put across them is something I still need to figure out, but at the time being, she looks over toward Gallon, then over towards you, as she does. You said you wanted to speak with your brother before we headed out. I had heard we were heading out pretty soon.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind coming with me, Miss Saga.
If
I
you'd
mean,
like.
you can come. You can come too, Miss Pika. Women seem to really like my brother.
I've actually had a bit of enough of the whole women liking things thing. So I'll probably stay here.
Oh, okay. Well, feel free to help yourself to the kitchen until we head out. Chefos is a good wolfos, so please don't hurt him.
Murder! No, I'm kidding. As she will, you see that Aga sort of like steps back toward the door, like looking back towards you. Do you have any idea where he is?
He should hopefully be at the inn.
Well, let's go ahead and head out then. She looks over toward Gallon as she goes to leave. We'll be back, and of course, at that point, once we go to the forest, I will be watching you, just so you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You'll see everything, I promise.
Whenever we meet this Argo of yours, I think that we'll be able to teach you at least a little bit about potion making. Shall
Looks
we
between
go,
both
Polo?
of them. Looks between both of them.
Yeah, sure.
Pushes her out the door.
Ah.
Like,
just like looks at Gallon, looks at her, eyes flicker. Yeah, sure. Hands behind her back, pushes her off the door.
Okay.
Of course. Pika selected. Do.
You make your way out from there. While she's going to be going and doing that before you guys head off to the forest, does anybody else want to do anything or talk to anyone before getting ready to head off to the Kokiri Woods?
I'm good.
/ Lost Woods / Fairy Woods.
I'm good. I don't need to talk to anybody in particular.
Okay.
Ronan, I think he wants to go to the Temple of Time.
You want to head off to the Temple of Time before you head over to the forest?
Yep.
Heck yeah. You want to take anybody with you or just going by yourself?
Just going by himself.
Okay. As you begin to make your way over, Ronan is going to go off and do that. Polo's going to go off and do that. Jasna, Gorthos, do you guys have anything you want to do?
I got nothing.
No is a fine answer. Once we get done with everything, we'll basically be heading straight to the forest. So, Gorthos?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna chill out until the forest happens.
Okay. With that being said, like I had said before, there are still 3 positions that you guys could end up bringing people with if you guys would like to, but you guys can think on that while we do the other 2 little things here. So, let's go ahead and go to Aga and Polo.
Bah.
You guys get pushed out from Aga gets pushed out from the door and just sort of like looking back and just allowing it to happen. As the 2 of you are outside, she looks back to you and sort of like takes a couple of steps. Pretty eager, are we?
Sorry about that. I had no excuse for that. I'm sorry. We should go see my brother. What did you mean by that?
Eager to head out is what I was meaning. You seem rather flustered.
Yeah, I fluster a little easy. I'm sorry. It's just a thing that happens sometimes.
Are you all right?
I'll be fine. You said you guys coming with us means that you won't be able to do anything. So then why do you want to come with us?
Well, we are not being forced to, per se, but it is in our best interest to follow what is put before us. Both me and Pika have a connection with Ronan and Marco as well as Gallon. So, more strongly, Pika has a connection to Ronan and I have a connection to Gallon, but all 3 of them are somewhat important to us. We have a task to complete, though we don't exactly know what that task is at the moment.
What?
And I feel that my task is going to be the hardest.
How so?
I don't exactly know what I need to do, but from what I've seen, the gods have allowed Gallon and Ronan to feed off a little bit of our magic and our potential. So Gallon, of course, is rather skilled, at least, in the things that I cannot do. he's able to perform many different feats of simple magics, and I'm not able to perform simple magic at all. I can only perform large scale magic. The only problem with that is, other than that little bit of potential that he has gotten from me, I've not seen much merit in magical ability from him.
Well, you can just ask around. He's amazing.
He's probably amazing to people who don't understand magic, of course. I would say that would be very astute. But
Mm,
once
he-
we get into higher forms of magic is where I'm worried about him. He
mm,
doesn't seem to have the capacity for large scale spells.
And you can tell that just by some connection when you don't even know him?
hmm It's also, well, my master was able to teach me how to sense things like that whenever I see potential people around. One thing that we witches like to do is eventually, when we grow too old, find someone to pass on our knowledge to. So we have to know what potential is when we see it. And unfortunately, I'm not really sure I see a lot of it in him other than what he took from me.
Mm,
So I do want to watch him and see why exactly he's important to the gods. It
Well,
may
then,
end up being that I'm just supposed to be around him to protect him, which will be fine. He may have proper potential with healing or other sorts of holy magics, which I don't know anything about. That might be where his potential lies, but as far as being a witch, he's rather. She like looks up for a second, looking to you, and then kind of like looking away as if trying to find a word that would be best without being insulting. He's rather petite in potential. His
mm,
magical skills need to be worked on. He's spread a little bit too thin.
well, that's because he's good at a lot of things. He learned a year's worth of magic in just a month.
Again, I feel really bad in saying this. I'm not trying to insult any of you, but that potential of him learning those magics probably comes from me. I,
Mm,
unfortunately, was not able to learn any sort of magics like that. Whenever I was younger, for some reason, I was unable to learn any sort of simple magical spells. But any other magic that I've ever tried to pick up, I've learned rather quickly. I believe the fact that he can perform all of the simple magic spells and learn them very quickly is because he took that potential from me.
well, that's only because you think so. Um,
I'm
I
not
don't
trying to
mean to
be insulting, I really am not. I'm just
I
trying to
know
say
you're
how it
not.
is.
I know you're not, but something tells me that that's not quite right. Maybe it's my own feelings getting in the way. Um, I don't mean to be rude, Miss Saga.
Just because you have your feelings doesn't mean that they have to be, well, the same. It doesn't have to
Mm,
be. Hmm, what's the word? It doesn't have to be exclusive. Just because he doesn't have a lot of potential magically doesn't mean that he's not a good person or even a good hero. It
of
just
course not.
means it just means that there's going to be a long road ahead of him. One that I am sure will be interesting.
Mm,
I can't help but think, looking over toward Ronan or even Marco, if I would have gotten one of them, my task might have been a lot easier. Having to train someone that may or may not be able to handle the skills that I can give them is going to make things a little rough, especially with how difficult it's going to be being around him.
mm, he kind of has some priorities out of line, but he's a wonderful person. Someone that definitely leaves an impression on people.
I feel as if even if I would have gotten you, I would have been a lot easier off.
Mm,
You've
no,
used a
no,
very powerful magic recently, haven't you?
that was just given to me. I don't have any talent for magic. And even then,
You
I
see a
have a
smile
really
go
low.
across her face. You don't
Uh,
realize how crazy that sounds, do you?
huh?
Magic given to you That's not normal, you know. Usually it takes a lot of hard work to be able to use any sort of spells. The fact that you were given magic and the fact that you were able to use it in itself is an amazing thing.
It's not like I can give this to anybody. It's kind of wasted on me.
No, there's no reason that you would have to either. You're no mage, I can tell. But at the same time, you do have a increased capacity for magic itself. I'm sure that any sort of usage of magic items or anything on that level would be very useful with you.
And that would only
Having
be
magical
then.
potential and having skill in using magic are two completely different things. Galen has a lot of skill, just not a lot of potential that I can see. You are the other
Mm.
way around. Practically zero skill, but
Mm.
a decent bit of magical potential. And before you take that the wrong way, I mean skill in magic. Not anything else. Obviously, you took on a entire forest full of wolfos. You have your own skill.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if anything I say is blunt. I really don't mean to be insulting if I am.
No, it's okay. You just kind of remind me of my other brother a little bit.
Your
When I
other
can
brother?
understand him. I have two.
Maybe that's it then.
Mm?
I didn't realize you had another brother. Perhaps it's that one that I've seen.
Um, well, the one we're about to see has short hair, curled horns,
I've seen
loud.
him.
Okay, then do you know long hair, longhorn, stoic?
Unfortunately, I've never really been interested in keeping people's faces memorized. It was just the feeling of his abilities, the feeling of his potential that was familiar to me. His face was completely alien. Mm. But if you
Well,
have another family member, perhaps that's what I'm seeing.
well, at some point we might have to go to Death Mountain, and that's apparently where Brother Hadar is.
If you're
But
planning
Brother
on
Vegas.
collecting those 3 gems, then you're going to need to go to Death Mountain eventually, yes.
Mm-hmm. But right now, I'm taking you to Brother Vega since he needs to, get used to seeing other demons, and you can tell me more about your connection with Galen and how there's nothing, big about it, and it's completely platonic, right?
Push,
I would
push,
like
push, push.
I would like it to be completely platonic.
I would like that too.
She just like raises an eyebrow at you. Roll me for your charm.
Let's waste my baz. Let's, I would like that too. That is a 4 plus a 6. Makes it a 6. Makes it an 8 with a charm of 9. Can I do an auto success?
I wouldn't waste it on this.
Oh wait, no, I have a this. I have a Triforce of Commerce. Let's waste that too. 3, so that's an 11 total.
So, she just sort of raises an eyebrow at you as you're moving her away. Is there something else you're not telling me?
Um,
You seem rather apprehensive around me.
well, you just told someone who has deep affections for the someone that you're connected with, that they're not special and that you're connected to them, and there's connection and you're gonna watch on them, and
Deep affection? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. That you're really getting the wrong idea. First off, I did not mean to say he wasn't special. Again, he has a lot of skill. But as far as anything else, I do not want to do any sort of activities, any sort of affection toward Galen at all.
She's like right behind her while she was pushing her, and all she feels is just her head rest on her back, just like a slump.
you mean that?
I do. Before yesterday, I had zero feelings at all for any man that I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. No matter what the goddesses want me to do, even though I do feel some sort of a physical attraction now because of that connection that we do have with him. I'm not into anyone like him. I'm much
Um.
more I'm much more attracted to the fairer sex.
Oh. Um. He is pretty fair. Well, pretty, but um. Um.
You don't have to worry about anything like that. I'm able to suppress any sort of magical influence that anything would ever have over me, and I am in no way wishing to have any sort of physical relationship with Galen.
Just a sigh of relief.
Okay. It's just last time I told someone about it. That they spent the night together, and I don't know what they did, but and then he waited in front of her door, and then I don't know what happened after, and I don't know what to do, Miss Aga.
Well, it appears as if you have very strong feelings about him. Have you told him?
I have.
What did he say?
He said not now.
Hmm.
He said a lot of he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes, and he said not now. And he also said to give him time.
Just
because
imagining
then
you're
he'll
still
make my
pushing her
dreams-
because she's
Yeah,
just kind of
yeah,
standing
no,
still.
But now it's with her head.
He said not now, and then he said not now, and it's not the time, and give him some time, and his dreams will come true. And then he kissed me because he said he wanted to, and he said it felt right, and I don't understand, and it's all really confusing, and I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna wait patiently and do what I don't know. Miss
As you
Aga.
push her into the inn after saying all this, she just like stops, like she's just like, he sounds terrible.
Finally, some reason.
I know I'm only getting the one side of this, but he sounds terrible.
No, he's wonderful.
Because he's terrible.
Galen,
talking
she's
shit.
making it harder for you. I'm kidding. Your master is getting ideas about you.
Well, I was already working at a -1.
Like we had a wonderful date at the castle, and we danced, and he did a beautiful light show, and he didn't have to do that, and he got me this necklace that really matches his and his brother's, and it might have some connotating meanings that are hidden inside that he won't admit to because it's just pretty, and maybe it's just a stylistic choice.
My breath is gone.
So we're at the end.
Yes, we are.
She just sort of
Mr. Nook-
takes all of that, just again keeping a very
just-
like neutral face the entire time, but like listening.
She is just blabbing everything that has happened in the last few days between them to this person.
As you get there, you're still kind of talking. She just like looks around. She kind of guides you over toward a seat and sits down as you just continue to say what you were saying before both of you just sort of stop. And she's like, "So your brother should be here."
Yes.
She's actually was gonna go to Mr. Nook and ask if someone by the name of Vega with horns like hers is here.
You make your way over toward Mr. Nook. She just sort of stands up from where she was at and follow and gives a very just like slow follow to you. Once you get there, he looks over to you. You ask about Vega. You notice that there is a bit of a aspirated face on like from him, but then he sort of like brightens up. He's like, "Oh, if you're looking for him, he's in the suite that we had given you all the last time came here. Luckily, he is a rather wealthy patron. Otherwise, we would have kicked him out already."
Has he been causing trouble, Mr. Nook?
Causing trouble? Not really. He's been able to mostly keep his cool around here, but he is rather rowdy. There have been a few noise complaints.
Oh, noise? But he's staying here by himself.
Apparently, at night, he is moving around quite a bit and making noise that some other guests that are living below him are finding very concerning.
I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. I can talk to him about that right away.
It's no inconvenience. He's paying me enough that I was able to move the people away from the rooms they were in, so it should be fine. But if I do get busy and have to have people below him again, it's going to be a little bit more
exactly. It'd be bad for business, which would mean would be bad for economics, right?
Mm, again, he's paying enough to where it's not really that big of a deal. But
Yeah.
I would
Yeah, but he
rather
can't-
I would rather there not be any complaints.
Yes. So I will do my best to talk to my brother Vega, and we'll try to make sure that the complaints at least go down a number.
Also,
If
I'd like to ask you something since you are here and your group has mostly been the one who's been my liaison between this. You see him reach below the counter and then pull up. I was sent this morning, the deed to the house that is beside of me. Am I to say that this is the okay to begin renovations?
Miss Poe, uh, I I guess this means she left, but um, I I feel like the best person to really ask this is Galen. He trained under Miss Poe,
Hmm.
but it means that they could start relatively soon. I know she said she was going to leave within a month or so, but best to confirm the information before we jump into anything we might accidentally regret.
A month or so. I'm fine with the idea of waiting, but the longer I do have to wait, the more it is going to be potentially expensive to grab someone at short notice. If I were to ask someone now, I might have a little bit of time to prepare, but I will see what I can see whenever I go to check on it today.
Yes, of course. I know Galen went to see her earlier today, but I don't think the question of how long she was staying was a matter that they conversed.
She's trying so hard to be like so formal and professional.
Beside of you, there's just like a fucking completely neutral face, like staring off into space. Fucking.
She's like 1,000-yard stare. Aga is offline.
If you want to go and see your brother, he is in the suite that you had all had before.
Yes, of course. I will do my best to make sure that the inconveniences stop, sir, Mr. Nook.
He just sort of like waves it off, like, oh, it's fine.
Okay, let's go, Miss Aga.
Just grabs Aga's hand and just drags her
Here I
along.
go. As you grab her hand and start leading her away. Again, she does not fight you on it or anything like that. She's just allowing herself to be led away. You make your way over.
Happening.
You make your way over to the original suite. You climb the stairs up to the very end. As you go there, you note that the door is just basically wide open.
Hey, new guy. Did you know where the Phantom Thieves? Ryuji?
Just peeks her head in.
Brother Vega?
You look down the familiar hall that you were in before. Several doors down the hall seem to be open, but no one answers you when you say Brother Vega.
Do you sense anything?
Do you want me to see if he's here?
If you can, I don't have a sense of smell like his, and I'm only half. I can't do anything like that. I don't think I can.
You see her bring her hand out in front of her. As she does, you see little motes of fire appear in the palm of her hand. As they do, she seems to change them to a very deep purple-like color, and they begin to start moving through the walls. As they float away from her at a not a quick pace, but at a somewhat okay pace, she closes her eyes until the mote seem to return to her like half a minute later. We're alone.
He's not here?
It does not seem like it, no.
Where could he have stormed off to then?
The door was open. It looks as if he probably left it open whenever he left. I'm not fantastic at scrying at different people. I can do it, but it may be a little harder to find a powerful demon in this place, especially if he doesn't want to be found. But I could look if you wish me to.
If it isn't too much trouble, Miss Aga.
I'm not going to be able to use this magic whenever we leave later anyway. There's no point in holding on to it. She.
How far can you scry?
Again, I'm not very good at it, but I should be able to see if he's in the surrounding area. I believe I can look as far as the forest, so maybe down toward Lon Lon as well.
Well, if you say you can, I believe you.
She puts out her hand as you see again a small note of magic appear in the palm of her hand. The binds that seem to go up and down her arms and legs seem to start like moving very slightly as if they're fluttering in some sort of non-existent wind that's coming from her skin. As she does this, you note that her eyes seem to go blank. And let's see if she can find him. She's not very good at this, but she's gonna try. She got a 4, so
It's okay, 4 gang. 4 gang.
as she does this and she looks around, she seems to stop looking very shortly after starting. If he is around, he does not wish to be found, at least magically. It could be something that's on him though that's blocking it. I'm sorry. I'm not someone who does that kind of thing very often. It's not particularly in my skill set. I believe that I'm adequate at it, but
You said you know a lot of advanced magics, right, Masaga?
yes.
In order to learn simple magics, does someone have to really go through a long, painful process?
Painful.
Like freezing in a lake to learn fire, or being burned by acid to learn water?
In those in particular, probably not. I mean, there's plenty of different ways to actually go through it, but whenever I have been learning my magics, for example, the scrying spell you just saw me do, I was forced to stay inside of a cave at the top of a mountain with very low, well, a very low amount of oxygen to be had with me. I was not allowed to come down until I sensed where my master was around me. That's why what you said earlier was particularly amazing, you know?
It just being given?
There are obviously times whenever magic can be freely given by other wizards or by potentially
Fairies?
magical beings like fairies, of course. Yes. But that is something that we do not do. It's not something that we can really strive for until we are masters of our craft. Giving away magic like that is a very, well, big miracle.
Does that mean that Shefos is a master?
The Wolfos you were talking about before.
He
If-
gave me the
If
light
he was
magic.
able to give you what you had, either he is very adept at magic itself and is a master of his craft, or his form of magic is just something that is very specialized in that. Either way, it is a very amazing thing.
Mm,
For example, I can feel the residual magic off of what he gave you. I believe you have a little bit of it on you now.
mhm.
If I were to, for example, have that sort of magic, it would be very easy to upcast it to my level. Meaning that I could perform feats of fantastical ability with it, or even try to find a way to absorb it into my being. That's something that unfortunately you do not have access to, but it is still very amazing to have. It's, again, the best way to put it is as close to a miracle as magic can do.
Just me having this is a miracle?
It's as close to what I can really approximate for it. It's something that shouldn't be done. A fairy or a great fairy giving off something like that is understandable, but as far as a chef doing something like that, it's unheard of.
He doesn't remember everything. Maybe when he gets the memories back, he doesn't seem like he was always a Wolfos.
We'll have to see then. I'm very interested in it. And again, you being able to use it in itself just shows how much potential and magic you do have.
would I have to would I have to be in a lake for a year freezing?
To learn magic, if you were to try to be something like me or Galen, then yes, I believe we'd have to find some way to secure it into your mind if you're trying to learn it from us. But if you had your Wolfos friend, or again, the fairy that you have with you, or anyone like that to find some way to give you magic, that would be much less painful, take much less time. It took me around a month to learn the scrying spell that I showed you, and that is
Mm.
considered very quick for any sort of magic like that.
Hmm. So if a fairy just bops you and you know fire magic better, that's a miracle?
Fairies,
Because
maybe you think that they are. Maybe you think they're more common because you have one with you. Fairies are not something that a normal person sees on a regular basis. But
mm,
again, no normal people can survive going to the Lost Woods like you did.
mhm,
You're very impressive. But as far as calling it easy to get a miracle to happen to you, it is not easy. Those fairies have their own agendas. They don't want to give up their own magic. I have to ask you, what do you think
mm.
they lose?
Well, I don't know what the hunter lost if he gave it his magic to Galen.
They lose a part of their own magic.
Mm.
That's why it's not common for that kind of thing to happen.
Uh.
One doesn't receive magic for nothing. If a fairy decides to give you something, that is a great gift that you must cherish.
Well, then even a stern, grouchy fairy like the hunter must have saw something in Galen to give him his magic.
Maybe. He could have also been grateful for anything that Galen might have done.
He wasn't grateful for anything.
I don't know anything about it, so I can't tell
Well-
you exactly what goes through the minds of those beings. I'll
Well,
tell you
then-
this.
Mm.
I have only been graced with the potential from something like that the one time.
Mm.
And that was because we were persistent. I believe the only reason that it ever even agreed to do it in the first place was because of Damran. She kind of looks
Mm.
down as she says that.
Mm,
If it wasn't for him, that fairy would have taken no interest in me whatsoever.
a different fairy?
There are plenty of them.
Mm. Yep.
With that being said, I don't know if your brother is going to return anytime soon.
Might as well not go on a wild sheep chase. I'm sorry for wasting your time. And
You haven't wasted my time. You've given me a lot to think about.
Mm,
I'm never going to think that conversation like this is a waste of my time. I'm just glad that I'm able to give you any sort of knowledge that you may be missing. I know that
Mhm.
it seems cruel, the way that we witches do our things, but that's because not everyone can do what we can do, you know? It takes a certain kind of person, someone like me or someone like Alan. The fact that he doesn't have as much potential as the average mage who actually does go through this shows that he is somewhat special, doesn't it?
Mhm.
The fact that he's able to persist through stuff like that, even though I am aiding him with my potential, he still stuck through it, getting acid on his face or standing in a freezing lake. That means that he has the potential and the persistence to actually be a witch.
Mhm.
I don't mean to say that he's not special. That'll never be something that I say. I just believe that there is a long and hard road ahead for him, especially whenever I don't know what it is I'm supposed to do for him.
Well, I'm gonna be by his side. So no matter what happens, he's not gonna deal with it alone. We're all gonna be by him. And when you can't protect him, I definitely will. I've been doing really well so far.
Cross his arms.
We'll see. I don't necessarily think that a hero needs to be protected too much, but it's good to know that that's what you feel. Though,
Mm.
I will say, the fact that he has already said not now to you, you need to be able to keep your own eyes open as well, you know? Galen is special to you, I understand, but perhaps you should make sure that you don't lose any opportunities because of your infatuation. It's not you that's waiting, remember that. It's him. Just because
What?
he tells you that he's not ready for something like that doesn't mean that you have to wait, is what I'm saying. There's never anyone that I can possibly say should be put in front of your own well-being, especially if you're someone that will potentially be as important as you say you are. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with what you're doing, but try not to, well, lose any opportunities because you're waiting. Okay?
I will put it into consideration.
From everything you've told me, he seems pretty cruel in certain respects. But from the fact that you are infatuated with him, I believe that there must be something more to it. Maybe I'll ask him about it later. Shall we return?
Yeah, let's do that.
Starts pushing her from the back
Oh,
again.
here I go. I don't get a lot of time to talk with others of my species. She's just talking as you're pushing her.
Yeah, she's listening.
I don't get a lot of time to talk with others of my species, so this has actually been pretty eye-opening. I find it very interesting. Just fucking getting pushed.
I don't have a lot of female friends either, Miss Aga, and let alone other demon friends, so this is an opportunity that we should both take with open arms and accept fully and wholeheartedly and make sure that no one gets in the way of those bonds like men.
So Ronan.
Hi.
What you doing, Ronan?
I'm going to that there temple over there.
You're making your way over to the Temple of Time, which has gotten significantly smaller since the last time we saw it to save room. But as you're making your way there, what exactly are you trying to do, my dude? What you up to?
Oh, he's going heck and walk on in, and he's going to try to find the place where we prayed last.
You make your way in, looking around. There seems to be some people over by the entrance to the dungeon. Some people who are being led inside by some of the people that are here. As you look around, the pews that you guys were praying at before seem to be open enough. As you make your way over, it does not seem like today is a particularly a strong day of prayer for most people in the city. So the area is decently left open for you.
Okay.
You make your way over toward the pews where you were praying out last time. What's going on, my dude? What you going to talk to? Who you going to talk to?
Basically praying right now.
What's that?
There's like no one praying right now, basically.
Not really. Like there may be like
Okay.
the occasional like straggler around, but they're like few and far between.
Mm-hmm. He's he's gonna do the pray thing that he did last time. Except
do you have any god or goddess in particular you're wanting to pray to?
he wants to pray. Which one was the goddess that Pika said?
Nehru?
They gave
The
them
fish goddess. The fish goddess. Nehru, the fish goddess. You were like, oh man, the fish goddess. Yeah, I talked to her before.
It was that one. Yeah.
Do you want to attempt to talk to Nehru? I will say,
Yeah.
last time you were coming and praying, you were just sort of praying to whatever. Um, didn't really have anything in particular in mind, so you didn't have any sort of actual like flash of brilliance like Galen did, but you did feel like you were somewhat touched by whatever it was you were praying to.
Mm-hmm.
But if you'd like to, in particular, attempt to offer a prayer to Nehru, would you like to give me a roll for your spirit?
It's not so much he's trying to pray, so much he's like,
I know.
yeah,
It's the same roll.
trying to like commune.
Yeah. It's basically the same roll because I'm trying to see if you're going to get any sort of response.
Where's my shit? Okay.
You were also given this a second ago.
Neat. Thank you.
And you have this over here. And
Prayer with the power of capitalism.
Sure.
And you don't have any
Please,
fleeting, so you're good.
Don't pay your
off.
taxes like a true churchgoer.
Why am I rolling? I'm rolling the Z dice. Whatever. Z, give me your luck. That is 16.
16 altogether. Roll me one more time because Mega Master gave you a fleeting.
Heck yeah. That's way better.
Ooh, that is way better. That's a 21 altogether? Fuck yeah. As you offer a prayer to one of the golden goddesses, the goddess of wisdom, Nehru, or the goddess of fish, as you like to say, as you offer a prayer to which you would note after a little bit of time of trying to get it to happen, there is a slight ringing sound coming from around you. As you open your eyes, you look over toward the back of your hand as you notice that shining triangle appearing at the back of it once again. As this happens, you blink at it for a moment. Some people seem to hear the ringing as some people like kind of turn over like, what's going on over there? But like as you look over to see that, everyone in the area begins to freeze.
Oh.
The music from the upstairs seems to silence itself from the song you had heard before, which you now know to be a lullaby. However, now you hear a very much orchestral kind of really far away, just sort of noise coming to you. Not a song, but a chant of sorts that you can't really seem to understand the meaning of, as if it is in a different language coming to you. As that happens, the shine on the back of your hand seems to grow much brighter until finally you don't see anything, but you feel something. A big weight coming across you, larger than you've ever carried. You feel a weight all over you. You feel the presence of a being beyond your comprehension. You feel the presence of the goddess of wisdom.
Wow, I didn't think it would be that easy.
For you guys in particular, going to the specific goddesses that have linked to yourselves, like you, Marco, and Galen, have a pretty easy access to these three. You don't hear anything though. They haven't said anything.
Hello.
The chanting around you somewhat grows slightly louder, but again, you don't understand the meaning of it entirely. As you hear it, though, you feel as if it was a confirmation or a response to what you had said.
Okay, so this is gonna be more difficult than I wanted it to be. So, hi. You might remember me. I came here a few days ago.
There is
You gave me
Mhm.
some neat stuff last time. I don't know what you want from me. But I don't think it was important enough for you to do what you did to Pika.
You feel again as if the chanting and the language you don't understand seems to somewhat rise up. As you do, you feel the sense of acknowledgement coming first, but as it goes along, you feel a slightly more sharp tone to the chanting as you finish off, saying that you don't feel that that what you did to Pika was anything. You feel as if there is a slight bitterness to the chanting afterwards, as if there is a slight either disappointment or anger upon questioning.
Well, I'm pretty angry too. I'm gonna be honest.
Love this.
She prays to you and worships you her whole life, and then this is what she gets. And she can't even mourn the person she actually felt these things for because of this. And that's wrong. It's just wrong. And I would have thought that you'd be better than this.
The chanting growing around you seems to get, again, much sharper, much angrier the more you speak. You start hearing several different voices that are able to kind of crack through the chanting, that are able to at least like acknowledge you are able to acknowledge our different voices. As it gets slightly louder and louder, Ronan, I'd like you to roll me for your spirit again.
Okay. I'm gonna auto success.
Okay. You feel a strange feeling come across you. You feel a burning sensation on the back of your hand, and you almost feel that which you had gained last time feel as if there was a tug about it, as if something or someone was trying to do something about you or do something to you. As that is happening, a large shining, like ringing sound seems to once again come from the back of your hand, as if silencing all the voices around you. As this happens, you hear the music outside begin to start up once again. As the music outside starts up, you realize that the music itself isn't really being played by the people around you as much as you hear a similar sound of it. You hear the lullaby of the goddess coming out, of the mortal goddess. As you hear this lullaby seemingly coming out, silencing the noise that was getting angrier and sharper around you, you see from one of the statues far off from the side, the eyes open. You see one of the statues of the mortal goddess at the end of the long hall seem to come alive. You are far away from it at the moment, though.
The mortal goddess. Correct me on what is the mortal goddess again?
The mortal goddess is the goddess that is the goddess of not the Triforce, is the goddess of the Master Sword, as well as the one that had sealed away the darkness, and the one that everyone in Hyrule gives praise to. It's also the one that whose blood is inside of both Jason and Marco. Well, not Jason and Marco, the princess and Marco. As you look forward toward it, this is basically the one that all of Hyrule praises, not one of the golden goddesses.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if he sees that happen to that statue, I guess he'll go over and look at it.
You stand up, start heading over toward it. As you do, you hear the lullaby of the goddess gaining more and more of a reverberation around, until you finally stand in front of the statue of the mortal goddess as it looks down towards you. Everybody again in the room is completely frozen. So
Where'd that giant fish guy go?
as you look up toward it, the mortal goddess's statue looks down towards you, and you hear, "What brings you here before me?"
I didn't even know that this would be happening. I came here to talk to that one.
You came to talk to one that has already left.
Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Those that you speak with, those you speak to, those are the followers of the golden goddesses. Ones who seek to understand and attempt to play to their will. Ronan,
Hmm.
I do not know you very well, nor do I know the fates of your friends or why you have been chosen for such a fate as you have. However, I could not stand by and watch those who seek the will of the goddesses, yet try to take back their blessings.
Um, I'm not sure I understand.
You were given a blessing by Neru, the goddess of wisdom, the other day, were you not?
Yeah.
Those who you just conversed with, they believed you to be unworthy. They were trying to take back that blessing from you, but it is not their blessing to take.
Oh, it's
The
not.
golden goddesses, when they created the world, they gave it form, they gave it life, and they gave it meaning. At which point, they created the Triforce, the will that they left behind, the way to change. And they chose a goddess, a foolish one, to watch over the world in their stead before leaving. You can feel their presence still. I can still feel their presence. But they are long gone. Conversing with them is far harder than what you just did. I believed it was time, however, to at least speak with some of you.
Uh, about what?
Shall we first know each other better?
Yeah.
Well,
Hi,
I know you.
Ronan. Oh,
Hello,
okay.
Ronan. My name is Zelda. I am that
Hi.
which you know as the mortal goddess.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Zelda.
It has
It's
been a
weird.
long time to hear that since I've heard that name.
Um, is I'm sorry. This is all very. I didn't know what to expect when Galen said that he did talk to a goddess. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. This is kind of nuts.
Yes, he spoke with the goddess of time. She's rather interesting to speak with as well. She seems a lot more detached than most. I find it hard to detach myself away from you all. Perhaps that is why I am a fool, but I believe that
So,
even they are
oh,
someone that is more connected to you than the golden goddesses, however. They they are benevolent creators of this world, this universe, but they are detached.
you
Life
don't
is but
say.
a byproduct for, well, the creation that they had desired. They left most of that to me. You're worried about your friend, right?
Yeah, both of them. But
I'm sorry.
yeah.
The Golden Goddess's influence is far beyond me or any other of the gods that still remain here. But I do understand exactly, well, some of what is wrong. I I'm sorry that this has happened to you and your friend. I do not know exactly if I can do anything to help you, especially now that I am like this. But if I can think of anything, I will definitely do so.
If you would do that, that would mean a lot.
There is a
Thank you.
reason they call me the mortal goddess, unfortunately. I had given up most of my divinity whenever I came down. Whenever I was trying to protect the life that I saw was so interesting. So unfortunately, I don't have much left in me after my death. But I can at least still talk if you need anything. It may be hard to find me, or maybe it might be hard to understand if I can do anything. I know that I'm not, well, the strongest among my peers either. But if there's anything that I know I can do, it's listen and perhaps guide. I've already tried to do that for you so far. There have been several times that I've attempted to use my guidance to aid you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
There's only so much that I can do, but I hope that it has been useful to you.
You have no idea. Oh. Well,
As for this, I do have one thought.
yeah?
I am not able to take away what has been put in front of you. Unfortunately, the golden goddesses are absolute in what they plan and what they want. However, they left behind this world, and this world has changed so much since they did. I believe that there may be an item out there that could potentially nullify these more physical feelings that may be coming from this bond with you have or that you have. If you were to find something that is able to do that, then perhaps you can have a more professional relationship with them.
So what is this thing?
Items of
And where?
power that are from the different dungeons, the magic items that you do seem to covet as mortals, they come from many different things. Some of them come straight from us, but others are things that sort of make themselves over time or have been created by powerful sorcerers or other sort of entities. I believe the one that you're looking for potentially is somewhere that is rather familiar to you.
Oh?
The one in particular that I'm thinking of, the last I saw of it. You see the eyes somewhat close for a second before opening again. The last I saw of it was in a very particular person. One so large that they blotted the sun when they moved.
Gora?
That might be. It's hard to remember everyone, especially those who are gone, unfortunately. But I believe that a good place to look would be any place that he had touched before he had disappeared. The domains of your people. I believe you could find something there that would be able to aid you. This hero that I mentioned before, the one that blotted the sun as he moved, unfortunately made his home in several different places. But I do feel that among your people that item rests. I just do not know, well, which person it is within. It could either be the people to the south from which you had brought yourself from, or the people to the east that you are planning to go to soon, or even the people of the west who are trying to defend their homes inside of the damned city. I do not know exactly where it is, but it is in the hands of one of your people.
Do you I mean, you know what it is, like what it looks like, or what it's called. I mean, that would probably narrow it down.
I believe that what they had called it before was the fairy's heart.
Fairy's heart.
Not an actual fairy's heart, I'm sure. I'm guessing it's just a name. Don't worry too much.
I'm. That's my hope too.
I believe, in fact, it was made of some sort of stone, but I can tell you now that actual fairies do not have hearts of stone. They're actually quite small and fragile. Although I guess some stones are small and
Yeah.
fragile as well.
They're like little
You're good.
grapes.
I
You can
understand.
Smush them.
I am around. I am around 80% sure.
Well, that's a lot. So you're probably right.
Hmm.
So I'll work with that. Hmm.
This is
Wait,
all I
so-
can do for you, and I'm very sorry that I cannot just give it to you.
Just taking a step back for a sec. You said those who are gone.
Hmm.
Is Gora gone?
Gora, if it is who I am thinking of, unfortunately has been gone for almost a millennia at this point. Wait, is a millennia 1,000? Fuck.
A millennia has 1,000.
That's
Okay,
not-
good, good, good. I'm good. Yes, I did it right.
He's been gone in what way?
I cannot see the dead. He is among me, I believe. Just as I have lost my mortal form, I believe so has he.
Oh.
It is understandable. He was very old.
Yeah. I just know Gorthos is really looking forward to seeing his friends again.
Gorthos. Right.
Yep. Did you know Gorthos? I mean, you know a lot of people, so that makes sense. But
Well, no, I suppose I do not know Gorthos. Though, I am very interested as to how he has come into your possession. Well, possession is a hard word to say. Company?
we
Company.
found him in a box
Hmm.
in a cave.
Unfortunately, I know nothing about that. But I am glad that he is having fun.
Hmm. Just kind of stays quiet, not really knowing what else to say.
Have I made things awkward?
No, I'm just a lot to think about.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
The
This
last
is
time I
like
spoke with someone, they unfortunately, well, mm,
they.
you see the eyes of the statue kind of like look off slightly. You could almost believe like if this was an anime, there's like a little sweat drop appearing on the statue. They made these for me.
Made these.
These statues.
Do they make
Oh.
me look fat?
They unfortunately do not resemble me in the slightest. Mm,
Oh.
But it is rather flattering, I suppose, that they have been copied and moved everywhere, but it is also sort of embarrassing.
I have to talk to someone about that.
I
don't
don't think
know.
that there's any way to really fix them at this point, especially if you were to go to someone and tell them that you spoke with me and I told you that they look different. You don't even know what to change.
Yeah, that's true.
The last time I spoke with someone, they got very excited. So I'm glad that you are being more reasonable.
Yeah, a lot of things are weird lately, so this is this is only a slight bit above most of what I've dealt with in the last several days.
I was
But-
hoping that I could speak with one of you soon. And maybe I can speak with you again. But as of now, Unfortunately, that is all the information I can give you about your question.
Well, that was very useful. Thank you very much.
I hope that it was at least worth your time.
Definitely. And I would hope that if you ever needed anything, you would feel free to ask and not, make someone like someone against their will.
I don't even know if I could do that, to be honest. I mean, it might be within my reach, but I don't think I would ever want to.
That's good. That's a normal thing. That's a good person thing.
Well, if I ever do find a way to interact with you or with your friends, then I hope that any sort of actual gift I can give you will be as influential as any of those that my colleagues can give you. Though I do believe that I am the weakest among us, even though I am the most well known, unfortunately.
Well, you're very nice, so that's probably has something to do with it.
Well, if you need anything else, be sure to find one of these statues of me, and I will try my best to see if I can give some influence over it.
Will do.
Hmm.
He smiles for like the first time since he's entered this place.
Take care, Ronan. And remember, don't lose hope. We can fix whatever is done. No one's destiny is set in stone. No matter how much the goddess of time or anyone else seems to think that it is. Anything can be changed, otherwise, none of us would really be here.
I'd like to believe that too. And yeah, he doesn't really have anything else to bring up.
The statue seems to let its glow slightly go away from its eyes. You stop hearing the lullaby of the goddess as like kind of orchestral as you have been. It was very much, you could understand it because you know that this is the lullaby of the goddess, but as it kind of went away, you can tell just how much worse the people in the actual place are playing it, especially them thinking it's the Song of Time.
Oh, you guys suck.
Oh man.
And also the fact they only have half of the fucking song.
Yeah, that seems. I don't know why they don't just go down and look at it. Like, it's right there.
It's like right there, guys.
It's almost
you
like
gotta go down
songs have
and
magic. And if
go
they played
through
the
a
full thing,
bar
something
and
could happen.
buy a bunch of milk you don't need, and all right, I'm gonna leave.
As you make your way away, Gorthos, not Gorthos, Ronan.
Yeah.
Before you
Fucking
make your way
funny.
away, you feel a bit of a tug on you. This is not something that is the influence of the mortal goddess. However, you feel as you are making your way away, if you would like, you could exchange your gifts.
Oh.
If you wanted to, you could instead of taking Neru's gift, you could take Zelda's gift.
Ooh.
That is up to
I'm
you.
assuming I have no idea what Zelda's gift is.
Unfortunately, you do not. You have the.
I will, you know what? I'll take Zelda's gift. 'Cause fuck Nehru.
Fuck you,
Nehru.
fish goddess.
I thought you were cool.
You're not even cool. You're dry. You're not even here.
All right, we need to see on what level you're getting the gift because there are 3 levels to every
bet
gift.
you're not even a fish.
I bet you're not even. There are 3
I'm more
levels
like
to
a
every
whip.
gift, so I need you to roll me for your spirit to see which level you're getting.
Hold
Okay.
this, buddy.
Oh hell yeah!
And
Thank
draw the
you.
line of coercing women to love men they have absolutely no interest in while they're mourning their actual loved ones.
You have 2 fleeting, by the way.
Oh well, that's the 21. So let's see if I can crit or whatever.
Crit praying.
I'm gonna crit pray. I can't.
You didn't get the
But I got
crit.
really
roll,
good.
roll me one more time because fake person just
okay.
gave me another one.
Fuck. Crit. Yaw.
Yeah.
Nope.
The crit is unfortunately needed for the top tier for any of these because that's just how that is. But you will get the level 2 one, which is one level
Nice.
above what you got for the Nehru one.
Yeah. Fuck you. Zelda's way better.
So you're not going to get the +1 AC and the +1 diligence. However, you are going to get go ahead and just copy this over and just make a new one. Bleh. Have to type it down.
I do enjoy that I've essentially wasted my auto success.
Hey, I was gonna do it too, so good on you for actually committing.
You are getting Zelda's blessing.
Yay.
Wow. As you're getting Zelda's blessing, it is going to give you a +1 to your instinct.
Ooh.
And is going to give you +2 HP.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Because I'm the one who needed that the most.
Actually, he was the one that needed it.
Yeah, king.
I'm assuming this is the same, like, for a month thing.
Yep, it is for a month or until you freaking trade it out or get a new one.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
There you go. You also sort of get a feeling as you go to leave that there is you feel again a very strong connection to these strange fucking statues that you now know look nothing like what the actual goddess looks like.
You mean the mortal one specifically, or all of them?
The mortal
They
one
did a huge,
specifically.
they did a huge disservice to my hourglass figure and my huge mommy
And
milkers.
because you have an extra instinct, you're also going to gain 1 more AP or 1 more AC.
Oh fuck yeah!
But I think you
Nice.
lost an AC from Neru's blessing being gone, so you're basically just at the.
Does
16 still.
diligence give it?
It's not diligence. It was instinct.
No, but my thing was in diligence.
Oh yeah, but if you hold over Neru's blessing, it gave you +1 AC.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, and this one gives you +2 HP. So.
I see.
But yeah, you're back at normal because you got your instinct up because it brought you to an even number. But yeah, let's just take Neru's blessing out of here. We'll put it over inside. We'll put it inside of the seal.
Yeah, I'm just
There
looking
you
at
go.
I'm just looking at the
You know
statue of the mortal goddess, and I'm
You don't
just
even
imagining
deserve this.
I'm just imagining the goddess being like, they just got everything wrong. They just my snatched waist, my stacked ass, my mommy.
The mortal goddess being like, "Oh no, my mommy milkers are gone."
I was actually a little bit proud of them.
Man, I love that
Such
shit.
a funny phrase.
I was actually a little bit proud of my mommy milkers.
I was so proud of my mommy milkies. How could he have done such a thing to my milkers? Jesus Christ. My milkers. I had an ass that wouldn't quit. Now it's not even in the run.
As you make your way back to the house, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Upon getting to the house, you would see that there is a Polo and an Aga kind of making their way there as well. Polo, for a moment you look over at Ronan, and as you do, you feel a slight twinge as you look to Ronan. At the same time, that isn't like a bad feeling. Like it isn't like a oh, I hate that, but it is kind of like a that was a little weird. As both you and Aga seem to get that twinge. I wonder why.
That's that thing of she went from like kind of pushing at Aga to genuinely being behind Aga, like grab her shoulders and hides behind, and then it's like,
Oh, it's Ronan.
Again, it wasn't like a terrifying feeling or anything like that. It was just kind of like a little twinge.
It's kind of like when someone pokes you all of a sudden and it's like like kind of like that kind of thing. Yeah, no, it's just like that.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you.
Didn't mean to startle you by not doing anything.
No, it's nothing. But I'm fine. Right, Masaga?
You've changed.
Oh, so you felt it too?
Yeah, I went and talked to Zelda.
Zelda?
Oh, the mortal goddess at the temple.
Is everyone gonna get to talk to gods now?
I just went there to pray and tell the fish goddess what I thought of her, and then the other goddess started talking to me. I don't know what to say.
You just see Aga's eyes kind of widen slightly, like, you know the mortal goddess's name?
Oh yeah, she told me. I was just like, she's like, we should get to know each other better, and I'm like, hi, I'm Ronan, and she's like, I know, and then she's like, hi, I'm Zelda, and I'm like, cool, nice to meet you.
The mortal,
she seems pretty good. She
the
seems
mortal
pretty
goddess's
nice.
name has been lost for many long years.
Well, I can say that about the princess.
Hmm?
Huh?
Anyway,
Well, the princess is a reincarnation of the mortal goddess, and if you're saying the mortal goddess is nice, then I guess you kind of wish that we could say the same
I will
about
say
the
I will say this, Squeaky.
Right.
That is incorrect in this world.
He didn't say. Oh, it's not.
Yep, I mentioned it before whenever we first started playing Zelda, but there is no reincarnation thing.
Oh. Okay, so scratch out reincarnation and put in descendant. I said descendant.
There you go. There is
I said
in this world, just so people are up to kind of date on the lore behind things, at least what the public would normally know, is that the mortal goddess was eventually had dispelled the darkness, but was cursed to forever sleep. And thanks to her, thanks to the chosen races who had chosen to help her, as well as her hero, she was able to wake up and live out a somewhat fulfilling life afterwards, where she eventually died. She is called the mortal goddess because she was entirely mortal till the day she died, and there has been no reincarnation theory or anything like that with her.
Okay, so yeah, she said descendant.
There you
Too bad
go.
we can't say the same about her descendant.
There you go.
There we go.
It's too bad we can't.
It makes sense. It's a very easy thing. It's a very easy thing to go over because again,
Yeah.
it's one of the big things that's different in this world.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. To think
It
that
was
you were
weird.
able to speak with her. I had heard from any other sort of complications that communications I've had with any celestial beings that she normally is not able to talk to people or does not talk to other people.
Maybe it's because of the Triforce?
Potentially.
maybe.
I believe
I
that
was-
whenever I did ask about it before, it was because she was apparently. She kind of thinks back for a second. Apparently, she did not wish to have any more complications. I don't really know what that means.
That probably means that theoretically, if it is the Triforce, then Marco and Galen can probably talk to the mortal goddess.
Maybe.
She did say about maybe being able to talk to us in the future. I don't really know when or how, but
The mortal
Mm.
goddess is not someone who is amazingly connected to that item that was left behind by the golden goddesses, but I do believe that in her story, her legend, it did play somewhat of a part, so perhaps.
I mean, they've already talked to the goddess of time.
yeah, Galen did. I mean, I guess those two are way more available, I guess, than than those other three.
Those other three?
Yeah, the three golden ones.
Oh, yes. The golden goddesses, they had left our world after they created it.
Yeah.
What were you trying to talk to the golden goddesses about, though? I believe I might have an idea.
I think your idea might just be correct.
You're sweet, Ronan.
Well, yeah, it's he kind of doesn't know what to say, but
Well, it's wrong.
she seemed real not keen. She seemed real mad.
Do not worry about Pika or myself. I will find some way to stop it for her.
Well, I got a lead on that, so maybe we could talk about that in a bit.
Maybe. We should probably make our way to the forest pretty soon.
Yeah, definitely.
The forest itself is a magical place that time is sort of on its own kind of clock, so we don't entirely know what it's going to be like when we get there. So, making our way there sooner rather than later so we can prepare would probably be the best option. But unless you're planning on immediately coming back, we should potentially have some time to speak tonight if we plan on staying in the Kokiri village.
Yeah, totally.
Then let us go inside without waiting out here much longer.
Okie doke.
Have the two of you thought about anyone that else you'd like to bring with us?
I mean, there's you two, there's Myro. I mean, we could bring a lot of other people, but it's a matter of should we, I guess.
I couldn't find Brother Vega.
Oh, is that why you wanted to come? I feel bad that I didn't let you go and look for him more then. If you wanted if you wanted to bring him with us.
I just wanted to tell him where I was going in case he wondered where I went.
Is
no
that
one
all?
here.
I can do that for you.
Oh.
Would you like to record a message for him?
You can do that?
Yes. I can actually. She seems to go over to her to herself. You see, she brings her hand up and pulls off a small silver ring that is on one of her fingers. I can allow you to place a message inside of an object if you'd like.
Can you?
And once the person who makes his way here comes within contact or within the vicinity of it, then I can have the message be said to them. So if he comes looking for you, then he should be able to immediately at least hear you. The best option, of course, would be to put it on something he would interact with immediately. I don't know much about him, so I could just leave it in this ring if you'd like. If you have a better idea.
A plate of food?
We could do something like that if you'd like.
Don't worry, Ronan. I wasn't gonna bring Brother Vega. I know you don't like him. Although I thought maybe because you two are both minstrels, you could have gotten along a bit better.
I more just don't like how he treated you. It's kind of hard for me to get over personally, but if you feel like making up with him and moving on, then that's your choice to make, and I respect it.
I appreciate the concern, Ronan. I really do. I think if it was the other way around, I'd probably be in your position. And it's not like all the damage just goes away just because you move on. But I can tell, or at least I hope it's what I can tell by how he's been acting, that there's regret. And that he's trying his best to make up for it in a way, even if he doesn't care about what anyone else thinks. He's putting in the effort. And while I might not be able to look back at the memories we did have fondly, I can look forward to the new ones we'll make.
Can I say something that my friend once told me?
Oh, okay.
Your life is very long to hold a grudge.
Are you talking about me?
It's up to you, but your life is very long, much longer than ours.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
Shall we head inside?
Yeah.
There are no other demons inside, right, other than ourselves, so there shouldn't be any other people who are going to react like we did with you.
Shouldn't be.
Then let's go in.
All right. Going in.
So Gorthos. So Gorthos, as you guys are waiting over through here, I'd like to know before anything, did you guys have any other plans on bringing anyone else, or are you guys fine with just Marco, Pika, and Aga? Because again, if you guys have less people, potentially you can. Oh yeah, my bad.
We're bringing Marco through.
Aga, Pika, and freaking Myro. My bad.
You're just gonna leave me behind. About me fighting the big haunted monster thing. You know, just
sorry.
down zone.
But if you guys don't pick anyone else, that's perfectly fine. You guys do know that the three people who have offered to go are June, Kuro, and Nimbus. But if you guys don't want to take them, you don't have to. You guys can just go in with the amount of people you're bringing in. But as soon as Ronan and the others make their way in, as soon as that door opens at all, Gorthos, you feel a very strong sensation and a very strong urge over toward the doorway, almost as if the doorway is shining out with the brightest freaking light imaginable, connected to the very foundation of your religion.
Well, it's just fucking, like almost falls off his fucking chair. Like, what?
Jesus
Oh,
just walked
gosh.
into the door.
Are you okay there?
Holy light envelops you, and you say, "The Lord has come."
As soon as you
so
look
am
over
I.
toward there and you see like this happening, you fall out of your seat, wondering what's going on. After a moment, you see Ronan, and the feeling completely goes away.
What? Who? What?
Oh my god, you okay?
Are you okay?
Oh right, he was here.
It's Gorthos. What was that?
Now that I think
You're-
about it, it would actually affect Gorthos, wouldn't it? But
Yeah,
not
you
Gorthos.
asked demon, and I was like, oh, okay.
I mean,
There's
but
no other
Gorthos
demons.
technically counts.
No, I don't believe he's a demon, but he is
No, he's a stall.
some sort of a unique figure, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a stall.
What? The light.
Hi.
Huge.
Also,
light. What was
Gallon,
that?
Gallon, you did feel something whenever they walked in. Not nearly as much as Gorthos just did, but Gallon, you do feel a twinge coming from Ronan. The same sort of feeling you felt after you had conversed with the goddess of time.
What did you do? You had to have done something.
So I went to the temple of time, right? And then I was praying to the fish goddess because I was like, hey, I got something to say to you. And then she was like, all mad. And then the mortal goddess was like, hey, hi. I'm
The
talking
other
to you,
being
but with
speaking
words."
for her were very mad.
What? Yeah,
Just a change there, Ronan. The beings that were speaking for her were very mad.
Okay, well, whatever, mad on her behalf or whatever, I
Yeah.
guess. But then the mortal goddess was like, "Hi, let's talk, but with words." And then I was like, "Hi, my name's Ronan." She's like, "Hi, my name's Zelda," and like,
Gorthos!
Hi, I'm here.
I need you to roll me for your experience, my dude.
Listen, I literally need everyone's energy right now.
Fucking move. Do
Just-
not fucking move.
I'm saying again, it's a fucking
Please.
spirit bomb.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, this isn't Net Navi where we have a bunch of each other's inspiration.
Gorthos, I
summon
will say,
energy.
if you pass this very hard check, you are gonna get something I wasn't going to give you for quite a bit because I didn't know that Zelda was gonna show up before this.
Oh, okay.
Gorthos, you have 2 auto successes.
The auto
I
success will
mean-
not let him get this.
Yeah,
Aw.
that's
1, 2, 3, 4.
Remember, auto
have a-
success is bare minimum something, not
We've
good
got
something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fleetings.
cool.
You actually
That's-
have 6, I believe, because you have one before
6
that too.
fleeting.
Oh, thanks.
7
First
plus
what?
2.
7,
Seven.
yeah.
Oh, hey, 7. So let's start the fleetings.
8.
Thanks. And then
Oh, so close.
6.
Crit.
Crit. No.
It's the 5th roll.
3. Hey.
What
Oh,
is
come
that?
on. And last one.
Sorry, on the Chris happened
I
yesterday.
guess it was an 18.
You got
18.
2 more.
18 plus 4. I guess 2 more.
One more.
22.
18. 22 plus it's experience, right?
Yep.
26.
Did you roll the commerce?
4. Wait, 20. Wait, 18.
Yeah, you got a 4 on that, so that's what.
Wait, no, maybe I count 18,
Because you rolled the commerce
22.
too, right?
Yeah, commerce.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
well, commerce
26
and then
altogether.
experience. Yeah, it is 26.
So Gorthos.
Am I about to have a fucking? Am I just about to like explode?
Gorthos, you 100% know. 1,000,000%. You know for an absolute fact that in all of your memory, you have never heard that name. However, You know immediately what that name is, as if it's something that you probably had long forgotten, even beyond your lifetime, that you can remember. This seems to be something from your way distant past. As soon as you hear the name of the mortal goddess, your eyes go wide, and you feel almost this sense of power return to you. Something that was long forgotten, even during your days as a hero with the 4 riders. Gorthos, you are going to be gaining 1 AP.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh my god.
Like permanently?
Yes.
Oh my
Okay.
god, dude!
Oh my god, you're as powerful as Pink. Oh wait, he has 4 squares, not 4 AP.
Gorthos,
Close.
for some reason, something in your brain, you can almost even picture the look of a person called Zelda you have seen before.
What is the? Do I know? Is it a clear picture?
It is
Or-
somewhat of a silhouette. You also see a figure of another person beside of that silhouette. And you feel almost a sense of not like awe or like fear or anything like that. You feel like a sense of gratitude or graciousness to those to the two silhouettes you see in front of you.
So, yeah. All right. So how do I? How do I express? I just got 1 AP in character. Give me a second.
Your bones flex.
You become faster.
Well, it just kind of like grabs his head for a second, like, oh, and just shakes it off, like, Zelda.
Oh yeah,
Zelda.
Zelda. The name of the mortal goddess.
Orthos knows that.
Yeah. She seemed real like when I mentioned your name. She seemed like real like, oh, I recognize that name.
He knows Orthos' name.
I mean, she reacted like she did, but then she didn't really say much about it.
Maybe she doesn't remember too much either.
Orthos remembers that name. How long ago was it? Longer than Gorthos can remember. A lot longer. How old is Gorthos?
Well,
Mm.
pretty old. 1,000
how-
years at least. Don't know how much longer before that.
If you recognize the name of the mortal goddess, much older than we have records.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
That is.
are you as
incredible.
old as history itself, Gorthos?
He shrugs.
That is cool.
Gorthos has been a hero since the dawn of time.
Does that mean Gorthos is a-
something that's really neat?
Are we all crowding now?
Gorthos just shakes his head, just,
Thank you, Marco.
Gorthos is fine. So, you talk. You can talk to the mortal goddess. You can talk to Zelda.
Yeah. Oh, what's you gonna say?
Oh no, I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, she talked to me and she said, like, maybe she could talk to us in the future. I'm guessing she maybe met me, Marco, and Gallon, but I don't really know.
Oh.
Well, you guys all have something in common with the Triforce, right? So I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Again, I don't really think that the mortal goddess has much of a connection to the Triforce, but maybe that's what's going on.
Well, it's the only reason they're connected.
Did she
Not only-
specifically say that she would only talk to those 3?
Did she? I don't remember.
Nope.
I actually like.
Nope.
Nope.
No,
no.
this is a
She didn't actually
hypothesis.
say that. That might have
This is a
just been me
This is,
assuming.
this is a hypothesis. This is a magical hypothesis, a game
yeah.
theory.
It's not
So,
the only
She
thing.
didn't
that
actually
connect-
say that, so maybe she can talk to anybody.
Technically, that's not the only way we're connected.
Are
You
you
know,
gonna
the
say
whole-
the power of friendship?
Well, yes, we are friends, and that is amazing. But also the sword thing that happened.
You mean you mean the sword that belonged to the first hero that all of you got fucking affected
Yes.
by?
Yes.
You mean not me, because I was not in this.
That sounds
I
made
got
up.
pushed in the circle, but yeah.
You were fucking there.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to be.
Maybe. I really have no idea.
The
But,
blade that
yeah,
the blade that according to history she forged to seal away the dark. Anyway, so
I see what you're doing, Blue. I'm
Yeah.
connecting the dots.
It's like a game or so ago, Gorthos and Gowan were like, yo, what if we tried to use it to talk to God?
But Gothos actually would just kind of turn to Galen, like, after we get back.
Of course.
So when we get back, shall we present the name to the king and have a big festival celebrating it or something?
Why?
No one could ever know it if
Because no one knows anymore. I completely agree. That sounds like a fantastic idea. That sounds like a horrible idea.
Wait, what?
it's no one
Why is it horrible?
because no one who would believe you.
Yeah.
Us.
You're going to be
Like what?
considered some sort of a zealot.
Trust the demons.
She just walks up to Aga.
But
Trust the demons. We're enemies of the goddess. Are we? Actually?
I mean,
We're not enemies of the
having-
goddess. No, we just were not
Oh.
chosen by. We're not chosen by her.
if we have,
we are indifferent to the goddess.
but we have both you and Pika here to back us up on that, or him on that claim, right?
Oh,
I mean,
You
if-
two-
to be fair, I can't 100% say that I heard anything or saw anything that happened. Oh, but
It's
we could
kinda
definitely
just-
go with that. I mean, people will listen to us.
I don't
How
know
about
how
we take a
important.
rain check on that and we think about it more later?
Changing people's
Yeah.
perspectives of hundreds and thousands of years may be a little bit difficult, is all I'm saying.
Although we could try to get the statues recommissioned because apparently they're like way inaccurate.
Well, we
Gorthos,
should-
upon him
That's
upon
like-
him saying that, the silhouette that you remember seeing does not look anything like the statues you've seen.
You're right. Her
They
waist
made-
was snatched.
Mm.
Her ass couldn't quit. And she had these big mommy milk.
God, I wish.
Brandon, what you, Brandon, what you said sounds way more difficult than telling people the name.
Well,
Listen, man.
actually, well, in all fairness, the statues are not that flattering.
I mean, she's just wearing a long, rotund cloak.
Exactly. She looks nothing like that.
She looks like an egg.
Why exactly an egg with those wonders?
Maybe because she, in dying and losing her mortality, she was reborn, and the egg is the symbol of rebirth.
What do they teach you up there?
It's also a symbol of fertility, and as the mortal goddess, she was the one who birthed the entire line of Hyrule. So maybe
Well,
Maybe it's because of symbolism.
both those things for a moment, and he just like motioned with his hands, like, "Well, maybe that birth thing was right." But
and then Ronan's like, or
lots of
maybe
time.
some guy that she talked to one time got really excited and fucking got crazy and made a bunch of statues.
Yeah, maybe that. Just start
Oh.
foaming at the mouth, carving statues.
Oh, so it was some weird.
It was
weirdo.
some weirdo, I guess.
Oh, great. Well, that makes that just.
I like my theory.
She's just like, I tried talking to someone and he got really weird and started making a bunch of statues that look nothing like me.
That sounds like something a bitter ex would do.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna make this bitch look fat. She said I wouldn't win the lottery.
He kept saying that he wanted to show everyone his artistic expression, and I'm like,
So he
that
made you
doesn't look
fat?
like me at all.
Gorthos will start drafting some ideas, but that will be for another. This will be for another day.
yeah.
Gorthos is like,
Today's-
I will forge a golden goddess metal statue of the goddess.
I mean,
That
that
sounds
was
like
pretty cool.
That sounds like something Gorthos would do.
Can't wait to get, I can't
Yeah.
wait till Gorthos becomes accused of pornification.
We'll just make little statues of Zelda.
Fuck up. You shut the fuck up.
But
Hmm.
yeah,
Well,
so that happened.
You had quite the adventure before a great adventure. Ugh.
Yeah, my life is adventure now, and I'm starting to resign to that.
Don't resign.
great?
Embrace it.
Yeah, right. Embracing. That's right. That's what I'm doing.
Hmm.
But speaking of, we want to head off.
Perhaps a stroll through the woods would help clear our heads, or at least Gorthos said.
Pika just sort of looks to you, Marco. Is like, I guess the others don't think our idea is pretty good.
I don't either. Oh well.
She sort of makes her way over. Well, I can get us all settled if you want. Although I think that Ronan wanted to take the center stage with this one, right?
Sure. All
Did we
right.
Did we decide if we're bringing anyone else? I need to know who all I'm dragging with me.
I think it was you two and Myro wanted to come along.
Okay, which one is Myro?
She's that one.
I'm the one behind Gallon.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
All right, let's make sure, that we have all the supplies that we want to take with us. Let's see here. I got all these things.
Gallon, did you understand anything of what they were saying?
Who's
Yeah,
she
me
talking
neither.
to?
She said Gallon.
Oh, I'm talking to God. A particular one this time. Apparently something with statue.
Weird. Should we get them help?
No, this is normal for us now.
Okay, good. Because you guys are weirdly connected to goddesses or whatever, are you guys gonna get mad at me if I steal any artifacts and stuff from the temples?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good.
Unless it's, my goddess of the sand.
Because I already
have
did that
one in
a lot.
particular.
I already did that a whole lot in the forest temple. Just saying.
I don't know who the forest temple even belongs to.
It depends entirely on what you stole.
I didn't. What are you talking about? Stole? That's a weird thing to say. Oh, you keep having some problems staying in here, don't you, FOMO?
Oh no.
No.
Keeps dropping out.
Internet, why?
I'm sorry.
FOMO, come back.
Oh, welcome back.
We love you.
But yes, as you guys would gather up, everyone to go there, you see that Myro would of course bring Squirrel or something with her, because Squirrel or something does not want to be with anyone but Myro currently, because Myro's the only one that ever talks to Squirrel or something.
Well, regard, make sure not to host any more unintentional parties. Make sure they're all intentional.
Rocket and Mr. Crow are in charge of the house.
I'm in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going to be wonderful! I cannot wait to host any wild parties.
Would it not make more sense for Charcoal to be in charge? She had been here as long as we have.
That is true.
Almost.
Charcoal is in charge of the house.
Are you sure? I don't know if I can. Are you sure you don't want anyone else to?
That's
Rocket
fine.
is in charge of the house.
I feel like communal leadership is fine. I feel like you can work together.
I'll do my best then. And I'll try not to have any wild parties.
Yeah, you'll do a great job, Charcoal.
I hope that whatever you guys find out there is to your liking. We'll be sure to I'll be sure to make some more chairs or something while you're gone.
If I find any interesting fabrics, do you want me to bring them back?
If you could, that would be wonderful.
I want to make a ribbon out of every fabric I see.
Then definitely, I would love to see how the any of the fabrics you could get from the Kokiri from the people of the Kokiri.
Of course.
With all that being said, do you guys want to make your way? You guys want to?
Yeah.
Sure do.
Can I ask a question though of Squeaky?
What's
What?
Can we bring the boba leaf box or should we leave it?
Oh, the Baba Leaf box?
Yeah.
The boba leaf box.
Did we empty that yet?
We've
No,
not.
we-
There's still
we've really-
6.
There's
We
still
d-
6 leaves in there.
We have so much supplies here. If we're gonna start making brews and stuff, we may as well bring, something that
let's
gives
see.
armor.
Well, I know that she was thinking of bringing the 4-leaf clover for Argo because a long time ago he was looking for that.
Yeah.
Even though he might not use it this time,
But technically, you don't have to take it. We can have somebody else carrying it.
Yeah, someone else can carry it.
I
'cause
will say,
unfortunately, I
as
don't
soon as
have
you
room.
guys play the song, anything you guys have left here at the bleh, here at the house will be unavailable to you until you come back. So
Yeah.
make
Unless we
sure
find a fucking
everybody
place and plop
everybody
a
go
doorknob
over
on it.
everything here. Make sure that anything here that you want to bring with you is brought with you.
Ooh, and your cooking, your pot and pan. You shouldn't forget those.
Man,
did you-
I don't have.
did you-
I do not have room for any of that.
I can carry extra shit.
I can
Did
carry
you?
I can carry the pan, but I can't carry the pot.
Because I've
I
already brought everything I'm bringing with me.
Leaving the magic bottle behind?
I have a magic bottle.
Oh, all right. That one has fire in it. That's right.
Yes, that one has the fire essence in it, and
Right.
Gal wanted to use that for.
So you don't want to
Karma.
burn the lost woods to the ground.
I don't know.
With
Well, that's
ghostly
unfortunate.
flames.
Right now, I
Okay.
have 2 sweet vines, 2 green potions, a magic key, the Fairy Express membership card, and the blood potion, along with the magic satchel and the traveler's hook. All kinds of useful stuff. Eee.
Yeah, I can
Jake, do
only
you want to
bring
bring
the
it? Do you want to
pan.
bring anything you have here in your closet?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I swallowed soda. Don't mind me. I'm just.
Oh
coughing.
no!
No,
Wrong hole.
don't die.
Keep soda out of the lung hole, man.
And you're
What are you
leaving the
doing?
cooking pot behind, right, Squeaky?
Yeah, I can't carry it.
Okay.
I could carry it if you want.
It's fine. Everyone's got their inventory space. They might need it.
For the fat loot we're gonna have.
That's exactly it.
All that fat loot.
The fattest loots.
One day I'll have a big bag. One day.
One day you'll buy a big bag.
One day.
One day I'll buy a big bag.
When this town isn't sold out of the only 3 they have.
Yeah, no, I need a big bag too at some point. I don't have one.
You guys haven't searched
Well,
the
maybe
fucking
we can
black
find
market.
one in the
You guys haven't
woods.
searched the black market in a month.
Man, it's like we don't want to go in there.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll figure it. We'll deal with it later.
Trauma. Trauma. Okay.
I think
Trauma
we saw
alert.
I think we saw a
We're in
dwarf
the
die in
woods.
there. We haven't seen him since he got taken away. I don't know.
He's stuck in that.
Cookie Meal's a nice man, okay? You leave him alone. You let him out.
He's stuck in the unspeakable jar.
All right. You guys, as well as your 3 companions, make their way. Technically 4 with Squirrel. Make their way over toward the side room that you guys would go to. Basically gathering everyone together as much as you can. Eventually, as you guys would start your music here, it seems as if starting here, you guys actually don't have anything happen immediately. As it's very odd that this goes down. However, Aga seems to eventually tell you guys maybe you should start in a different part of the house. She felt like there was something strangely magical about this place that might be holding you guys back. You guys go down to the actual part of the house, because if you remember, the top part is just the door that was kind of open and yada yada yada. As you go down into the basement, you guys start your music, and it seems to work.
We'll get some chalk and outline this spot later.
Well, I mean, it's just the basement.
Oh yeah, we should put a dedicated spot so we don't put shit in the way.
Just to make sure, you are doing this, Ronan. We're going with Minuet of the Forest.
Yep.
And we are going with the group recital.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Teleport away.
As the Minuet of the Forest is played, you guys find yourselves floating through the nothingness as we wait for me to pick up one of the maps. Ooh,
One of the maps.
the maps.
Where's the map?
It's fucking loading.
Yeah, this endless abyss of nothingness is normal.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Fucking Hank Hill just shows up out of the darkness. It's like, oh god.
Porthos remembers you.
I am the god of propane.
And I'm propane.
I am the god
Knuckles.
natural gas.
Porthos
Clean
not apologizing
burning
for the
fuel.
fire.
Clean burning fuel.
Well, the map went fucking flying off into the distance.
As God intended.
Oh.
I don't actually know where it went.
What do you
You
mean?
want to undo?
What do you mean you don't know where? It has to be somewhere.
It
in the
literally
void.
flew off. Like
Is it
off,
underneath something.
Which
don't-
direction did it fly?
off in the direct, off in.
It's gone. It's gone. It's where God intended it to be.
I-
It's where it needs to be.
It fucking
Please.
just
Oh
went
god.
flying.
Gone.
Some of these tokens are just fucking floating over here now.
Oh,
Like the big Gorthos token and the fucking Nikala thing and Hamilton
Ah.
over here. They're just
Oh
floating.
yeah, some
Where
shit
they-
got fucked.
Oh.
were they floating?
Look, like so, look
Right
around the
here.
candle here. Look,
Oh, the
see,
old
the one got
king.
pushed. This will tell us
Oh,
the general
yeah.
direction of where it went.
Yeah, it went that way. I saw it go. Like I saw it like fly off in this direction, and then it fucking like went off and like absorbed itself into the background. Anyway, we're gonna go back in time.
Yes, undo. Undo time shenanigans.
I'm gonna go back. Not 195 seconds. That seems a bit much.
What about just 194
It's
seconds?
like 40.
We'll
100.
go. We'll go 73 seconds. We'll see if that works. How are you guys? There it
Cool,
is.
except-
Oh,
Grab it
gosh.
grab it before it runs away.
It's just okay.
It's floating there menacingly.
I don't know why that head did what it did, but it went flying.
Do you have
man.
physics on right now, by chance?
I think that this thing's physics in particular are acting strange. Stop moving it. What are you doing?
You think it's so like such a large,
60-degree angle.
exactly 60 degrees?
I don't know anything here and what it means, so we're just gonna leave it alone. All right, so
I remember what some of these are. I remember.
You remember what?
Hey, Mimby.
I remember. I remember.
Do you know
that
what I
this
was
part
talking
right-
about?
No.
I was talking about the physics.
Oh, I was talking about the map.
No, I know what the map is, Squeaky. I got the map. I know what the map is. This is the map I had to replace because that thing happened.
I just remember that fucking speech from Zurg in that Buzz Lightyear movie. It's like, I remember my plan. It's my plan.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
As you guys find yourselves after a tiny bit of time, getting through the song, you guys find yourselves teleported into the main room of the forest temple.
It just kind of like shakes off like oof.
Man, it feels like forever since we've seen this place.
It feels like just a month from yesterday. Possibly we've been here.
Still too soon.
Well, since we're here, we may as well grab the medal, right?
As soon as you guys make your way here, all of you guys kind of stand pretty well. However, you notice that both Aga and Pika seem to immediately fall down to their knees after landing here.
Oh, jeez.
Come on now.
There we are. As I mentioned before, the Lost Woods is a very dangerous place for people like us connected to the goddesses. This place is a very strange section of our world that is disconnected from other planes. Yeah, what she said.
Understood. Come on, let's get you back on your feet.
I'm trying. As you begin to lift her up, you guys would notice that as soon as you do, again, according to her before, everything was perfectly fine. Whenever she was able to, do anything she could to suppress anything and all kinds of things like that. You do note that as she is lifted up. Am I doing? Is bad things happening?
You cut out for a sec.
I cut out for a sec. Oh no. Well, I'm glad that we're back. It's lovely to be back.
Been so long.
I'm also we're all here. We're all doing our thing. So anyway, as she seems to get up for a moment, you do see what appears to be a slight exhausted or exasperated look to her. She looks over to Gallon. She seems to like give a bit of an annoyed look over to him, and then she just kind of like leans into both Marco and Polo, who had helped her up, as she's just like, I should have saw that coming. No problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, in retrospect, I probably should have seen that coming too.
What was that? What was that, Jake?
In retrospect, I should have seen that coming too.
As she shoots that slightly annoying look toward you, Gallon, you guys stabilize both Pika and Aga. After a little bit of time passes, they seem to be able to stand basically on themselves, but for about 5 minutes or so, their legs just feel like jelly as you guys try to stand them up and get them to a point where they can stand. As that happens, after a little bit of time, Gallon and Marco, you guys look back toward the area further into the temple, as both of you feel a sense of dread coming from the middle of the temple for some reason. Who's to say?
Doesn't that where the metal comes from?
Metal comes
Yes,
from
this
this
is-
room.
The metal's right here.
Ah,
It is much
Yeah.
further, and they feel their feeling of dread.
neat. You two have fun.
Well, at the very least, we didn't immediately get pounced by the ghost, so that's good.
Is there a specific part of the temple you have to be at?
Yeah, well, I was told we go to the burial, site of death. Nothing was really buried down there.
Burial implies that we took the time to pay that thing proper respect.
Should we at least all see them there?
You don't
Yes.
have to do it immediately.
Yeah, do you all plan to go down there right now? We could go and get ourselves prepared over at the village.
Besides, we can collect the metal from here, and then we can go up to the village, right?
I
Plus,
can
you
get us back to
your
the
stuff
village. I
from-
know this place like the back of my hand.
Okay.
All right.
Originally, I just wanted to get it done, but Aga has plans.
If I were to find the aid of this other witch that you guys were talking about, I could both try to teach Gallon a little bit about brewing, but also be able to have Marco and Gallon have a bit more resilience going into there.
That sounds great.
It shouldn't take too long, right?
No, not too long, though depending on how well the brew goes without me being the one fully in charge of it, it really depends on how well this other witch does. If they aren't as adept at it as me, they could put you out for a couple of hours, at which point you'll have to probably worry about going in the morning.
Well, I know something that we could use to make sure we're lucky.
Pulls out 4-leaf clover.
Sorry about having to have you all help me, by the way. I believe I can probably walk away. I can probably walk pretty decently now.
But demons look out for one another, I think.
Do we?
I don't know.
I mean, we could.
I don't.
You too, man.
Yeah.
You guys would know that the way to get the metals to fall, if you remember, is to go and either shoot the two eyes that are on either side of the two platforms here.
Yeah. So I can't shoot anything because mace.
I'm remembering. I think this one was the goddess metal one.
They were both random.
Oh, they're both random.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It is not always goddess
We
metal
just happened
or
to
fine
get it.
iron that you get here. The first time was automatically going to be, but you guys do know that as I mentioned before, this was basically random chance what you end up getting.
Mm-hmm.
Goddess metal both times. Let's fucking go.
Technically, you
fucking
could.
go!
It's not going to happen, but technically, you could.
Let's get that metal,
Double crit.
boys.
So, I'm
Oops,
looking
got
at
it.
the thing here. You guys will be using one of your ammunition to do this. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead then. Squeaky, I'm guessing you're using a regular arrow.
I'm using I'm gonna use a stone arrow and not an iron arrow. I know we
Okay.
have to do the whole switcheroo,
No,
but
no,
like,
that's fine. That's fine. Just count
Yeah, I
down
was
one.
gonna say,
Just
let's-
count down
let's
one
just
stone
count-
arrow.
yeah, I was like, I don't
And
want
you
to
know,
do the
we'll
whole
have to maybe
freaking-
count down more if you fail to hit it, which I doubt you will. And Gorthos, what are
Yeah.
you using?
Deku seed.
Using a Deku seed? All right.
Deku nut. Go.
I would like the both of you to roll me for your diligence, please.
Here we go. Once again, it's 11 plus 3 is 14.
You're fine.
Diligence activate.
And you're fine. Both of you hit them. Hit the eye rather dead on. As you guys hear it. Do I even have that? Hold on. Well, there you go. I have that one. Good enough.
Good enough.
You found a blue rupee. That's great.
I would like for both of you to roll me a d20.
Yay.
Twan. We roll it. We roll the twan. We wonder what we get. What we get from the
D20.
twan. 15.
Very good.
I got a 15.
That's really
17.
Alrighty.
Give me adamantine.
Give me bagel.
Looking on there.
I'll take. I want a bagel. I want a bagel too.
Finest weapon for bagel.
And you used a Deku nut and you used an arrow, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, for 15 on the arrow. Squeaky, whenever you strike the thing, Marco, you notice a piece of metal falling down from the sky down onto the platform in front of you. You see what appears to be some glittering metal as you pick it up and kind of look it over. It seems to be silver.
Ooh, silver.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And there's also like a cling over on this side, but no one's over there, so no one knows. Who's to say?
I'm very slow, by the way.
He's fast, but he's homebound.
I'm gonna grab this one too.
As you
Oh,
make
so
your
like-
way over, you look down onto it. As you do, you find what appears to be an onyx.
Ooh,
The
Oh,
Pokemon.
man, that's a pretty good Pokemon to find.
Fuck, it's gonna be a Steelix pretty soon.
But no, you see what appears to be a black gem that you would recognize as an onyx.
Okay, cool. I'll have those in my hands and come back up with them. Because somebody else wanted to fucking come and grab them. I just like, okay.
Come on, Twinkle Toes, you can get it.
Let me go
He's
ahead
really
and
excited.
yeah, you were so excited to go and check things out. It was
Yeah, silver and onyx. Look at this.
Ooh. Ooh.
ooh.
I, however, cannot carry them for my bag. My bag is full.
I wonder if Mr. Curl can crush that silver and make another shiny object with it. Can I have it?
Where is the freaking thing?
Silver is an extremely useful item for making weapons,
And very good for pretty close.
but also damaging the undead.
Can I have the silver, please?
Yes, go ahead, have the silver.
Yes!
I just want you guys to know, when he first saw the onyx, like, is this gonna be another one of those things that suck my life out of me? Because, you know, the plaque.
Nope, it was not a magical gem, luckily.
Thankfully, it's not a magical gem. And I guess
How
he'll
many
hand over
curses
the
can you
onyx to
compile into yourself?
Gorthos.
Mm. Gorthos looks at the onyx and it's like,
Onyx!
Go,
Alright,
Onyx.
Is it possible for me to tell the quality of this gem?
Give me one moment, because I couldn't find my my little bag of random items to create, so I'm trying to make a new one because I need an infinite bag.
I wonder if you put silver in clothing, would it give any benefit?
Who knows, man? Maybe if you were the type of person who can use stuff like that to create clothing. Kuro.
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably make Gorthos not want to hug you ever again.
Yeah.
Well, we can't have that.
Why would we have?
the best?
Why would we ever?
Ironically, you would never think.
But yes, silver and onyx. Correctly, you said you wanted to try to see if you would be able to tell the quality of it.
Yeah.
Looking it over, what kind of blacksmith are you again?
A blacksmith.
Yeah, you're
The
just like a,
best
you're
one.
just like a blacksmith. You have enchanting. You do have enchanting. As you look it over, roll me for your diligence, please. It'll be diligence or
18.
instinct, but you have a better diligence, so 18.
18 plus 3. Yep.
Is silver actually no? Rupees are the currency. That's right.
Silver rupees.
I was gonna be like, well, the thing was with silver, would Jasna be able to tell the my brain?
Just a character, dude.
No. Hey Jasna, what is this silver any good?
You would tell Gorthos, by the way, upon looking at the thing, that you can't tell the quality of it, but you can tell that the majority of the ore that you had gotten seems to be the onyx. So there's very little slag to it, and there is more gem than other things here. So it is a very large onyx chunk.
Interesting.
And you have your lump of silver over here.
Would Jasna be able to tell the quality of silver? For silver is a precious.
She would not be able to tell the quality, but she could tell potentially what to sell it for.
Silver.
You can tell potentially what to sell it for.
Oh wow! It is in fact silver.
If you want, if you wanted,
$1,500.
if you
Thank
want,
That'll be a silver rupee. Here you go. Polo, what have we talked about economics?
Absolutely nothing yet, Jasmine.
as you're just like, that'd be a silver rupee. We just see like chibi looking Polo, eyes looking in different directions. Here you go.
Here you go, a lump of silver. This can be a rupee one day. You never know.
You fuck.
But no, do you want to check it out as well, Gorthos?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me for your diligence or instinct. Probably diligence because you have more of it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Gortha's not an instinctual creature. 16. 19 total.
You would note upon looking over at it that it as well also seems like it is rather pure for what you would normally see going here. The lump of silver has very little slag to it. It seems to be rather large. It is a large chunk of silver.
Both of these items are extremely pure, considering. One could do a lot with these, and one could probably sell these for a lot.
Jasna,
not sure
again,
how much these things go.
as far as you would know, if these are rather pure and you do know the value of gems and metals, you could potentially get quite a sum of it from places that would be looking for something like this. If you were to maybe again go to like Smith or something while he was looking for something like this, you could probably get double or triple the price you would normally get for something else of its size.
Right, so as Gorthos was gonna walk over to Jasna as he was saying, though Gorthos has no eye for the value of such things.
You know, we can always sell this to the right person. I assume you probably use this too. Are you really not interested in using this for anything related to, you know?
Gorthos is not confident in his tiny hands being able to meld silver or onyx into anything useful yet.
I'm confident that if Kuro can crush goddess metal, he can crush silver. No problem.
Gorthos trusts you, Jasna, to find better uses for these for the time being.
Well, we'll see what we can do at the time then.
Do you wanna grab the onyx chunk there, Jasna?
I'll grab him.
Hey. And Squeaky, are you holding on to the silver chunk, or are you also?
We're holding on. We're holding on to. Oh wait,
that's the wrong one. You're grabbing.
I zoomed out. I zoomed out so I can grab it easier, but clearly that doesn't work. So this is mine. It's mine. It's mine.
Yeah, I need you to do it. I don't fucking.
It's mine.
I love how Anthony grabbed it and gave it to Jake's hand.
So you like this?
Wait.
Jake is red in here.
I get confused sometimes with the colors. It's always different every time we go to a game.
It's okay. Just
all
don't.
I mean, I'm like 3 colors all the time. It hurts my head.
Okay.
Anyway, as again, Gallon and Marco, you guys get that kind of dreading sense behind you. Looking forward, you guys can see the doors are open. You guys have already opened these doors before, so they will open for you upon leaving. This place doesn't seem to have a ton of people at it, even though the doors are now opened. But who knows, man? Maybe they're wanting to stay home, or maybe something happened, or who knows? What's to say?
Well,
Shall we go to the village then?
yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if Magic Frog is hanging outside.
Magic.
He would be
Gonna-
by the pond in front of the temple.
What
You what?
pond?
Was that,
Where it got dried?
Wasn't there like a pooly thing?
There was.
Yeah, it's mud now.
Oh.
Enough time has passed. It probably is a pond now. Who's to say?
Maybe there's water again. It can rain.
Roll for pond.
Roll luck right now.
Roll for pond.
Roll for pun, no modifiers.
God dang it!
Did
Did it happen again?
Look at him go!
Look
Where-
at one go.
What?
You guys don't see it. God dang it!
I
we're
fucking
blind.
blinked. What do you want from me?
Oh.
I saw it briefly.
What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Where?
Uh-huh. Oh,
There it goes.
Oh, what
There.
the fuck?
oh.
The maps are
Where
going
are they?
crazy.
Got it.
grab
Got what? Oh, they're all different. I can't grab them all. Help!
Why is this happening?
Help! I have one.
Why
What is-
do they wish to go into the ether?
Give me. Give.
There you go.
Thank you.
It's yours.
Thank you.
Cool.
Also, we lost Hadar. We don't-
We can't find him.
no, he's here. It's just he went into he sacrificed himself so we could get all the maps. You see.
Thank you for your noble sacrifice, Hadar. Your arms shall be worthwhile.
Da-da-da-da. I would say that because it did look like the water was coming back whenever you guys were leaving, and technically, quote unquote, this place has had about like we'll say a month or so to get back together. Do-do-do. Whoop. You guys find yourselves coming out from the temple, looking around. You guys see that it appears to be in the dead of night currently, even though you guys left around midday.
Oh, isn't this the same place where we got ambushed by Deku Babas?
Yep,
Yes,
sure
but that
is.
was because of a
Okay,
card.
cool. I wasn't sure because I'm like, this is familiar.
Look, there's a little
Because
fire
of
over
the
there.
Fire that we had up there.
Yeah, it's still on fire over there.
It's still going. Wow, that's impressive.
You
That's
use really
funny, you
good
remember-
fuel.
I remember Marco jumping off the roof.
Gorthos also remembers that.
The
Shit
good old
happens.
times a month
Gorth-
ago.
Gorthos got eaten.
It's true.
Gorthos didn't like that.
A lot of things happen to a lot of people.
A lot of things happen to a lot of people. Get over it.
Yeah, you summarized the entirety of history, Marco.
Exactly.
Things happen. Let's get over it
Marco
already.
fell on his face.
I can't erase the circle. The circle doesn't want to
It's
go.
fine. Why? Aren't those supposed to represent like fucking fish or frogs or something?
Yep.
Those were fish?
These are
They
supposed to be.
fish.
They're supposed to be the amount of fish that were able to be fished. However, they had remembered seeing that the current was so strong here that the fish kind of like piled up on this side mostly.
Ah.
And again, that current is still there. You guys now know why the current is there is because the freaking actual fucking temple itself is producing
Please.
water underneath it and pushing it out. Did you just
We'll
color
flex
over it?
stupid. We'll just flex stupid.
We
But
had the power of flex tape.
as you guys step out, Ronan, you're like, maybe Magic Frog is on.
It's dark. You can't see.
It's okay, Ronan.
It's okay. We can come. I'll come back when it's late.
We'll find him one day, Ronan. It's fine. Pat, pat.
Maybe the goddess will allow you to find him.
Maybe one day you will be reunited with Magic Frog.
I'm about to
His
beat up
powers are greater than the goddess.
Magic Frog's blessing. Oh my god, give me a second.
Freaking Dante's party's getting a little too crazy over there.
Dogs are dead. They escaped.
Warning, SCP Dante's escaped.
I'm sure someone's made a fan SCP of Dante.
So what did I miss?
Just some revelation, a new memory, and
I mean, no, I was there for that.
Yeah,
Okay.
And then the Wi-Fi went
I
out the
don't-
first time, and then I went back, and then it came out again.
I'm not sure if there really was anything of like actual import in between that and that. Yeah, so we
Oh, and there's like GoPros got faster.
with those cafe.
Gothos go
I
burn.
cannot fucking stand screaming dogs. Anytime someone comes down, they go "Ah, ah, ah, ah," like they're freaking dying, and I hate it. I want to murder them. I want to actually give them a reason to do that.
Damn, dude, I know. Listen, I get the feeling so bad. There are 4 fucking adult dogs here that don't shut the fuck up. Oh.
As you guys would make your way out from the place, getting around here for a little bit, you guys do remember being told that the woods are dangerous at night. Do you guys want to try to get back to the forest tonight, or do you guys want to wait until morning to get back to the place?
Don't you have a song that messes with time, Ronan?
I don't know it super well, and the person who does isn't here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So maybe camp? We camped here before.
This time you can actually get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can camp out inside, wait a bit, you know?
Oh yeah, with the existential dread right below us. How exciting.
I mean, we can go up top like we did last time.
Margaret puts a hand on Gallon's shoulder. It's either existential dread or physical dread of monsters coming at us in the night.
But we can deal with monsters together as a group.
Yeah.
Y'all want to walk through the forest in the night? We can do that.
We can always just be lucky. Worst case scenario, it's Wolfos and hi.
Waves her bow.
Worst case scenario, fucking Aga and Pika die. Whatever, who cares?
I have a bug.
But no, you guys 100% can go. You guys have traversed the forest at night before, and you guys know you can get through without anything happening. But you were told before that it was very dangerous, so it's up to you.
I have actually no strong feelings one way or the other.
I don't super either. So
we can 100% head out if you guys want.
I guess we're heading out.
All right.
Y'all want to head out, and y'all don't feel strongly about staying, then we'll head out.
If we're mostly worried about Miss Aga and Miss Pika, then again,
Don't let us
staying
hold
here
you
the night-
back. Do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
We came here. You all said that you would protect us. So just act as if we're not here.
All right.
Do anything that you're planning on doing without, as if we weren't here.
We've all come some way since last we were here. There's nothing we can't handle.
Step out, see a fucking stall knocks.
There's something we can't handle.
Just immediate stall knocks.
Suddenly we hear a huge howl as the Emerald Eye appears.
The Emerald Eye is fucking dead.
He came back.
Lots of things tend to stay dead, but then not be dead, actually. It's funny, isn't it?
Okay, you
I
guys are
guess we
planning on going through.
Yep.
You
Are we here to
guys-
play not D&D or not?
You guys make your way off to the end. As you guys do, I would like for who here has the best? Obviously, fucking Jasna. Jasna, I would like you as well as Polo, Gorthos, Ronan, and that's it. Everybody but Gallon and Marco. Not
I
for,
wonder why.
no, not even
They're
for that
chilling.
reason. It's
Because,
just I needed
diligent?
people who had at least 3 diligence. I would like for the
Yeah.
the 4 of you to roll me for your instinct.
Oh shit. Can I roll my diligence instead?
You cannot.
That's so
Instinct.
fucked up.
Man,
I've got a 17.
that is the nat one.
Awesome. Good job.
Or
Marco,
I
what'd you
guess
get?
6.
Marco, what'd you get?
What did I get? You said not me.
Oh, not you. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Well, Ronan.
I
what'd you-
have
what'd you
good
get?
instinct.
What'd you get,
said
Jasna?
dil-
Yes, it
I
is
got
diligent.
16.
It is diligence to see if it's coming. It is instinct for the roll.
Oh, instinct. All right, so instinct it's 12, 13, 14.
14. Okay. Was that the highest of everybody?
I think so, because I nat one.
2.
Yes, 7.
Alrighty. I will roll for them.
You got 17. Gorthos, dude. There you go.
Ba-ba. You guys, as you go to step out, Jasna, you're keeping an eye out around because again, things are not usually as they seem here in this forest. As soon as Ronan steps beyond the area here, you notice what appears to be a shadow move very quickly toward where Ronan is, but you notice a slight bit too late before the figure reveals itself. Ronan,
Hi.
roll me for your finesse.
Okay.
Don't roll before I give you the fucking dice this time. You're gonna sit the fuck down. You're gonna grab your economy, and I'm gonna roll the thing.
Okay. Can I use more than one at once?
Yeah, you can only use
No,
one.
just one.
Okay.
Maybe one day.
14, that's 14 altogether.
Yeah.
Ronan, as you step out, you feel something, like something cold and metal strike you on around your ankles and knock you off balance. As this happens, you all see a very quick and very new-looking person in front of you, as they appear to be holding a spear toward Ronan.
What happened? What? I blinked.
Oh,
That's a
fuck.
big.
That's-
That's a big fucking.
No
That's a
wonder they
big
fell
blade.
over. It's so
Fucking
heavy.
You guys see what
Oh.
appears to be a Kokiri, having ran out from the forest in a very quick motion, knocked Ronan over with their tiny frame, stood on top of him, and is holding a spear to his head.
Ow.
Ronan!
As they look back toward all of you, what are you doing here?
Arthur just steps up with his fucking like with still a little Kokiri sword drawn and shit.
We're going to the town. We're visiting.
You find yourselves at the forest temple. You realize
And
this
you
is a
find-
sacred place, do you not?
You hold a spear to the champions of the Kokiri?
Champions of the
How dare
Kokiri.
you? Who are you to attack us?
What champions of the Kokiri? You're all outsiders.
The ones who got back the Emerald Eye.
Saved the Kokiri prince.
You just see like no sort of recollection of that go across their face as they're again just still standing there. If you're to be thinking of lies, please think of better ones.
Orthos doesn't have time to deal with you.
What,
Get off of him.
She looks over toward where Gorthos is standing. Puppy. I know you don't like her either, right? As she looks over towards you, Gorthos, you see that she seems to eye you up and down. You. What is your name?
Gorthos.
It can't be.
He steps closer. Just
What are you doing with that?
With what?
Don't step any closer. That mask you wear. That's a mask of the Keton, correct?
Yes.
You... She looks down toward Ronan, then looks over towards you. She moves the spear away from his neck and steps off of him. Why did you not mention it before?
Mention what?
Chosen of the Kokiri, you outsiders probably didn't know that. Those aren't Kokiri, those are Keton. If you've helped a Keton, then I suppose you can't be bad.
Seriously. Okay, hold on. Do you have a prince?
A prince?
Who rules the Kokiri?
Do you actually mean the Kokiri or do you mean the Keton?
Do you know someone named Domi?
Yeah, Prince Domi.
Prince Domi?
Red hair.
Red hair? Kokiri
The
don't
Night
have red
Captain?
hair.
Well, this one does.
Oh, dear goddesses. He puts the sword away.
What? I don't
Well,
understand.
how long has it been since we've been gone?
I thought.
Ugh.
I thought we were in the wrong forest.
No, this.
Since we were in the right temple.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
How long you've been gone?
the. How about the Night Captain, Miss?
You're
Night
looking at her.
Captain?
The night captain used to Eric.
What was her
Yeah.
name? It was
Atlanta.
yeah.
Atalanta.
She was really skilled with a bow.
She stops. I know Atalanta, but she's no knight captain. She was a hero.
Oh,
What?
dear.
How long ago was she a hero?
She still is, I suppose. I don't know where she
She's
is
alive?
I don't know where she is at the moment. Of
What of the witch Argo? Green hair,
Argo.
Oracle.
Can you take us to the village? This might be easier there.
Juby the fairy.
Juby, yeah.
That's the village.
Yeah.
You
we
see
can
again
go
a very confused just look on her face as she's just looking at you.
There is a village in this forest, yes.
Yeah, the Kokiri village with Juby the fairy and the hunter and the Night Captain and Prince Domi.
I think maybe we should go there and see what's going on, because this seems very confusing for all parties involved.
You already
yeah.
know of the village.
Yeah, the village.
'Cause
the
we've
dead
been there.
tree in the middle of
The
it.
village isn't even
Is there no village anymore?
anymore.
Never was?
The village is just being built.
Oh, we're in the past. We're in the past, aren't we?
I want to go home.
I can take you to where it is
Please.
being built.
Please take
Yes,
us to where it's being
Yeah,
built.
please. Yes.
All right, follow me. I suppose. If
Gorthos
you are
starts to
a
walk
if
and
you
then just
are
fucking
a
s-
if you
Gorthos
are a
fucking
friend of the
stops dead.
Keton,
It's just
if you are a friend of the Keton, then I suppose I can show you the way.
What's your name, miss?
I would rather not at the moment.
Oh, okay.
You may know Atalanta, and you may know of the Keton, but I'm still suspicious of you.
Okay. that is
Outsiders
fair.
don't usually come to the fairies' domain.
Okie dokie.
Just call me Captain.
Gotcha.
Captain.
Lead the way, Captain.
What was that, Ronan?
I said, lead the way, Captain.
The captain begins to walk into the forest. As she does, you notice that she steps out and then just sort of like looks left and right. She goes, "This place is so confusing."
Right.
Sorry.
Say that again.
Do you not know the way? Myro sort of steps out. As she does, she looks over toward Myro and then kind of like squints at her. Do you know the way here? You're no one I know. I mean, I'm not from this forest, but I know this place like the back of my hand. I suppose, then. Tell me, how did you all open the forest temple?
We teleported inside.
Oh,
He knows the song of the forest.
Oh, the Song of the Forest. All right, like Atalanta does. That must be how you met her. Did she teach you?
It is best to be as truthful as possible in this situation.
No, she didn't. I didn't even know she could play, to be honest.
Gorthos is not sure it's the same person we know.
Well, either way. She looks over toward you, Gorthos, for a moment before kind of like looking you up and down. Are you a fan or something? Is that why you're dressing like her?
This is Gorthos' armor, his weapon, and his shield.
I see. You guys are all strange. If you know the way, then I would love help. I've actually been a little bit lost for today. We are still exploring the area around. We keep getting confused and set back. Of course, I can take you right there. That isn't suspicious at all, but okay.
All this strange. Let's focus on the fact this is strange. We make no sense. You make no sense to us. Let's go find things out.
Yeah.
Sounds good. As she begins to make her way there, Myro starts to lead the way. You all see very familiar things as you guys go through. Again, the forest doesn't seem to have changed all that much as you go through. Again, any more than would be normal of this fucking crazy place. As you all begin to make your way through, eventually you find yourselves just outside of what you guys would remember as the entrance to the town.
Look at that beautifully drawn brown thing
It's
over
so
there.
great. It's like it's supposed to be a log. It's you go in a log, remember? As you guys would make your way into the area, you guys would stop and look over at the hole that you guys remember coming up from, the little hole with the rope that would go down. As you guys look over, you guys see the hole, and you guys still see the rope.
Okay.
Where does that hole lead?
She looks over. I don't know. I suppose that's not my area of exploration. Someone else must have gone down there. We're still trying to map this place out, though it is very hard. We're trying to make sure that the Great Fairy has as much protection in the domain as possible.
The Great Fairy is here.
Great fairies here.
This is where she has made her way to settle. The Great Fairy is someone who is, well, very precious to us. She saved us long ago. If it wasn't for her, then we Koroks would have, well, died out entirely.
Koroks?
I
Yes,
thought Koroks were like the 20 tree ones.
We already got this explanation, though.
I wasn't here for that.
All right. Koroks are Koroks, but because the influence of fairies makes them look like Kokiri.
Right. Yeah.
That's the long and short of it.
Basically, the influence of fairies made them grow up to look more like fairies.
So when you really think about it, Kokiri are just little tree beans and fairy magic.
Little tree beans? I mean, I don't know if we're beans.
They kind of look like beans.
I
She just kind of
suppose
like
I can't go against
looks
that.
nervously and she like twiddles her fingers.
They kind of look like tree beans.
They are bean shaped sometimes.
There is part of me that wonders if I would have been better off being raised as a Korok, though. They are superior to us physically.
I mean, I don't know. You swing that thing around pretty good.
I was actually a little bit off whenever I was doing my swings before. For some reason, it feels lighter, but maybe I'm just getting used to it more.
If that was an off day, I'd be scared to see a good day.
We are, despite our size, quite formidable. You outsiders should understand that.
Oh,
I'm
we did it
nothing.
for-
I'm nothing compared to Atalanta, though.
We know.
You
Both of us
truly
love to
have.
lead it.
You truly have been around some of us, huh? I suppose you do travel with
Yeah.
2 of us, but
I mean, I'm still wearing the armor that I got from the last time we were here.
I wanted Miss Atalanta to help me train with a bow.
she kind of like looks over to you. I suppose she could maybe help with that. I've only ever seen her use a sling myself. But if it's
Mhm.
Atalanta, she could probably do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll find out.
She steps over. You guys make your way over toward the large entrance thing here. As she looks to it with very quizzically. What's this?
What do you mean? What?
The entrance. It's the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Have you not been
Yeah.
here before?
There was no log here.
Now there is.
Okay, I guess. I mean, this is the way through. So
We remember the log, and our party of 9 beats 1.
She legitimately says that. It just moves forward.
Yeah, there they go. Okay.
9 is greater than 1.
As both Ronan and Polo immediately go in,
Mm.
is everybody else going in?
The sooner,
Yeah, fuck
the,
it,
soo-
go.
the
Hello?
sooner we go, the better. Come.
I'm done discussing circles. I just want to move forward.
Yeah.
Forward.
You all
Seriously,
head in.
seriously.
As you do, you guys would note that she does seem hesitant, but then she does make her way in as well.
Oh yeah, I was waiting for her.
Well, if you would notice that she would be basically waiting for you to go in, but she seems very hesitant. Galen, do you want to say anything?
Is something wrong? I mean, besides all of this.
Who exactly are all of you again? You mentioned a prince and other things.
To make it really short, we're pretty sure we've been to this forest before, but at a guess the good way to put it is a different time. Might have been a long time ago, might be a long time before, but
So you're displaced from time.
yeah, that.
I guess if any place would be able to do that, it would be this place. Don't worry, I can help you. I can help you all return. She steps forward.
Oh, fuck it, my dice.
As you all enter the city. Do-do-do. Bing.
Oh, this
Oh, there
one
it
didn't
is.
fly away this time.
You decided not to fly away. It's great. whenever we get to the next stream, the next stream, we'll probably have this replacing Castletown. But you know, Castletown's over here, so I can't really get rid of it right now.
We kind of stapled it to the table.
As you guys step forward, you guys see Kokiri Village. It seems definitely exactly how you guys left it. The roads are all there. The trees of everyone's homes are there. The large fucking symbol of the Kokiri is etched into the fucking wall over there. The Deku tree is
still dead?
definitely still dead.
Background.
As you step in, you guys step forward, and then you see the captain, quote unquote, look off to everything and then step forward, her eyes going wide and just seemingly awestruck as she looks forward. What is...
I think.
This is Kokiri Village.
I think.
So
you
it
might-
wasn't us, it was you.
What?
Might be a little bit above.
Where
You've
is...
been
What is this
you-
place?
This is your village. After it's been finished.
It was... What happened to the tree?
1,000 years ago, a hero named Atalanta sacrificed themselves. And after
Sacrificed
their sacrifice,
themselves?
A great power destroyed the Deku tree.
Step, looking as if she's like stepping away from you, Gorthos.
So Gorthos turns to her and just kind of moves the mask aside. Just a little bit.
What?
Puts it back.
Gorfus, not everything at once, please.
That's
Uh-oh.
Just kind of like walks behind her.
It's okay. If you are the one that's displaced, we can maybe talk to Argo about it, and we can help you.
I don't know.
It's okay.
Just hand on her shoulder.
It's okay. We'll figure something out. We've helped people before.
Roll me charm, Polo.
You
See if you can
Got
stop
this.
her with your words.
You can do it, I believe.
with my horns is just like, I know I'm a demon, but like, listen to me. No, auto success.
She
Beautiful.
looks as if
Amazing.
she looks as if she is about to bolt. Like she is legit like looking as if she wants to run away. However, you go forward and you say that to her. She looks to you and she looks to everything. She looks over toward Gorthos,
Looking out
piecing
at the
together
village
that
again.
like, oh, you're literally just wearing her clothes, aren't you? And as all of that is kind of brought in front of her, she seems to stand just in awe and what she's seeing in front of her, just not able to really speak.
Take a deep breath, miss.
Should we get her inside and take her somewhere to rest?
Maybe we should. Yeah.
yeah. Wanna head
Where
to,
to though?
To
To the inn, I
the
suppose.
there's the inn.
Mm-hmm. Kind of
That's-
would be great to hang out in a cave.
You guys begin to make your way forward. As you guys do, you will see several of the Koroks as well as some of the Kokiri in the way, as they seem to greet you guys like very cheerily. Not anybody, you know, in particular that you guys would know, just some Kokiris that seemingly were here. But you do remember that the last time you guys were here, a lot of them are still technically still under the spell of this place. The only ones who are currently not are the ones who have went with you guys into the forest temple.
Mhm.
But they do seem to still remember you and allow you guys past their trials and yada yada yada. As you
Yeah.
get to the middle of this place, the section here, the little like training area that's
Plateau?
here, you guys would
Yeah.
note there is a humongous crack in the center
Oh.
of this place that seems to come from the center and almost travel upwards toward like the cliff face over here.
Weird.
You're not entirely sure about that, but you know, you flag down one of the people and they're like, "Oh, an outsider came by and had a fight with a wolfos in this area."
Ah, I see.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm?
That makes sense.
So no biggie then.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
As you guys go through again, the captain seems to be like looking back and forth at everything passing by, like everything's just sort of completely new. And Polo, you're kind of leading her forward as you all get over toward the inn to allow her to go inside of it. I think as you guys make your way there, and you note that that the ferry seems to come out. This one is, I believe, the orange ferry that runs the inn.
Yeah, the orange one.
Let me grab her. Wham. Got her. She's coming over. There she is. That's the pink one. No!
I was gonna say that.
Ah,
I'm a pink one.
Get out of
I
here,
don't run no-
Kohaku Fairy!
I don't run no darn inn.
Get out of here, Kohaku Fairy. What the fuck's
I
wrong
don't
with you?
run no gosh darn tootin' inn. I run a what do I run again? What's on the script?
You just run.
I just run.
Is that one orange? We did it.
Yeah,
All right.
you colorblind now too?
I'm fucking zoomed out, man. Leave me alone.
All the colors look the same from so far away.
But as you guys step in, and she seems to again be sort of just allowed forward, I think we're gonna be ending things off there for the night.
Oh man, that was a who boy.
My new girls. Friends. Friends.
Friend 80% speedrun.
I'm so happy we've got to finally get to her, and like I was wondering who it was gonna go after, and I'm so glad it was Ronan as the biggest person in the group.
Yeah.
Ronan has notoriously been taken out by things that were way smaller than him and should have no right. Like,
also,
Yeah.
I'd like to bring up, you guys were completely true that like she is wielding this freaking large ass fucking spear. She's been doing it with one hand.
Yep.
she is an anime character. That's what she is.
She's tough.
Yeah. It's just like, I'm the night captain. Yeah, that checks out now. that checks out. I don't remember this log. Well, 6 of us do, and that beats one. Let's go.
Whenever you guys are like, fuck it, we're in the past, I'm like,
Polo just after a while was just like, I don't care. Let's go.
This
I was
place,
really hoping
this,
to run.
this
I actually
place
was
back
hoping to run into
whenever
Old Hero.
this place back whenever they had first like started like charting this place, at least for a little bit, they were just as not good with the forest as you guys were, so they would be just as susceptible to all of the problems of this forest, such as getting lost in here for fucking eons.
I'm just gonna let you know, Aunt Gorthos, take a good look. I think your wish might come true faster than you think. I'm calling that phone right now.
Yeah, Linda. Lindo's mentioned that this the spear she's holding is a Lionel spear.
Yeah, that checks out. You think Gorthos will recognize that when he sees it?
Well, Lindo had basically made it up. Like it's a design he based off of Lionel, off of Lionel weapons, but it is a Lionel spear.
Yeah.
Meaning either this fucking thing found a Lionel spear, or they took a Lionel spear.
Or someone, yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah.
But look, Garthos, man, I wish I can see the old hero. I think you might.
That's not the old hero.
It might not be, but they're
Probably
similar.
not.
Look, they got the same breast pad.
That's just a Kokiri thing.
No.
She
says I'm wearing Atalanta's clothes.
There's no such thing as coincidences.
Also, the hero's name was Atalanta, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as coincidence or cosplay.
I have mentioned it before. I think to Jake or someone before. Whenever the night captain gave you their name, it kind of made me chuckle. But don't worry about that. We'll talk to the night captain about that.
The night captain doesn't have a breastplate. She has a corset.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna help you in battle by not helping you not breathe. Nah, man, this waist is snatched.
We just have to have this night captain fight the other night captain. We'll see what happens.
Man,
in the back of the Denny's.
We've learned so much today, like the mortal goddess and the fact that she's been reduced to nothing but an egg.
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 Just egg.
He's time egg.
Brig.
Brig.
Brig. Brig.
Oh,
You must be so
you're
fucking
talking
pissed.
in the ancient language of the seal people.
That's the only one I know.
They were exterminated 2,000 years ago.
They had helped us cross the Great Sea and found this forest for us.
They were also very delicious.
They were also very delicious.
The only other demon that would talk to me was a really nice seal man, and all he did was Brig. Brig.
Those demon seals that everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
Squeaky now understands seal. I'm just gonna say that Polo has seal as a language. But yes.
If you ever run into any fucking seal Zora, you'll be fucking set.
Oh, hell yeah. Don't worry, I got this.
Does anybody potentially want to hazard a guess at the two classes that this captain has?
Knight.
Berserker.
Berserker.
Let's look. Giant weapon. No other defining traits.
I'm gonna guess
Night
night.
warrior. Night warrior.
She is a warrior ninja.
Ah.
Oh.
Look at that.
You should still make someone night though. for
You
the
know
joke.
what? I should have figured out because real ninja wear blue. Real ninja
She is a warrior ninja, which is why she was able to basically hide from everyone except for Jasna.
Get on it, now get on it, Gaijin Goomba.
No matter what Jasna's stats were, by the way, I was picking you guys based on what your diligence was. But no matter what Jasna's stats were, I was gonna give Jasna a chance to see is Jasna is a ninja.
Learning.
Only
Correct.
ninjas can see ninjas.
Ninjas
Only
and people
magic
with high
can
enough
beat
diligence.
magic.
And I'm the instinct boy, and you didn't even let me do it because of my diligence.
Yeah, your eyes
Man.
suck.
Your eyes.
Only ninja can see ninja. Only magic can defeat
Get better
magic.
eyes.
No, you
One
just
more
need one
thing.
more diligence, man. It's fine.
Man.
One more diligence.
But I don't want to put
more
more
diligence.
diligence.
I don't want to
Keep
make
it-
my eyes good.
Keep eating more mold. It'll hopefully have beta carotene in it.
But no, you're fine. You're fine when it comes to like I think you have the highest instinct in the party.
I do have the highest
far.
instinct.
Yeah. Yeah, so like you know you're fine for other types of roles and stuff. You good. Don't
Man.
worry about it.
And
You know what? Net Navi's gonna end just in time for the Summoners Network RPs to have a new lesbian icon in the form of Aga.
Aga's sitting here like, yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I'm
That
gay.
physical connection like doesn't really matter to me. I don't really like guys.
I'm gay.
Is that how it works?
But you know, then she fucking comes in here, no longer has access to her magic, looks over to Gal, and she's like, "Fuck, I should have saw that coming."
man, that's kind of fucked. You know, her magic goes away, but she still has the connection.
She still has the curse on her. Well, quote unquote curse.
Heckin', that
No,
just seems
it's-
kind
yeah.
of fucky.
It's a curse. Let's not fucking kid ourselves. This is a curse.
The mortal goddess is all like, "I don't know what the fuck they're doing. That sounds really weird and mean."
Maybe,
Yeah, sure does. doesn't it,
I shouldn't
Zelda?
say
See-
that because they're the ones that like chose me and gave me my power and stuff, but that does seem really weird and mean.
it's okay, Aga. You and your no eyebrows will be iconic. Can I say it's been bothering me since game fucking 1 that she has no eyebrows.
It's fine.
Instead
She
of
has,
eyebrows
it's
on
fine. She
fleek,
has
eyebrows on fleek.
eyelashes. She just has really nice eyelashes. It's fine.
That makes a difference. At
Yeah.
all.
It
Yes.
really bothers.
At least Stephanie laughed.
Talk to fucking Lindo. Don't get on me. God. I'm kidding.
What have you done?
She doesn't need eyebrows. Leave her alone.
What? She just has really thin eyebrows. She tweezes
Her
them daily.
eyebrows were her limiter. Okay, she removed them.
Yo, one day she lost.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god. Just
Calm the
Hi,
fuck
Foal.
down.
she was making a real good brew, but the fucking eyebrows had to go. Just they were burned away.
They just
I love-
singed in the
She
brew.
put them in the brew.
I
Yeah, no, here we go.
I absolutely love like the loud sigh, the thud, and then the whistle. That was just
It's
fucking
okay.
great.
It's okay, Jeffree Star. I'll buy the blood sugar palette. No one's gonna get that.
Oh hey, honey
Yeah,
got
no.
honey got done with the sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm gonna fucking die now, I guess.
Oh no.
Don't do that.
No, that's not supposed to be.
But yes,
Survive at least to finish that.
now that you
Linda-
guys
No, it can be faster,
now that you
actually.
guys have come back into the okay, now that you guys have come back into the Lost Woods, you guys will be able to figure out what's going on here. I'm guessing the Lost Woods stuff is gonna take maybe 2 games, but it depends on what you guys want to do. You guys could
gonna
try to
guess-
stay in you guys could try to stay and solve more problems, up to you guys.
I can't wait
Stay here
for
for
us.
30 more sessions.
Yeah, I was gonna let's be here for another 40 games.
Listen, let's just fix. Let's send her back through time, kill the Duke boss, put the doorknob in, and leave.
Put it where?
Or knob in. Ronan's. You have to put Ronan's knob in.
Rona, did you bring the doorknob?
He
I
did
did.
bring his knob.
Did you
Oh.
want it to be here?
No.
I just brought it with because one of us was like, well, one of us do it. And I was like, all right.
So I guess we'll live here, damn.
You just fucking put it on the hotel. This is our hotel now.
Get owned.
I'm probably not gonna put it down here.
Just put it in the fucking tree.
Is there a way to take back the knob after you use it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not even a permit. You don't even have to commit to the knob. Just put the knob somewhere.
Oh, thank God. Thank God you don't have to commit to knobbing people.
I mean, you don't knob people, you knob doors.
I'm infamously bad at fucking committing to knobs.
I did not want. You guys are not limited to it with anything when these knobs are considered, because honestly, I feel like that would be just less fun, because you might have you might be like, oh well, I don't want to use my doorknob here because we might find something better later. I don't want you guys to have to do that. So yeah, you guys can take them back if you want to.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't wait till I get mine and just use it on bullshit.
I am nice DM Summer until I kill.
We can put our doorknob here somewhere, go back and forth and get the stuff we need if we need anything else, and then when we're done here in the village, it's like, oh yeah, take our knob back. Then we leave.
Then we're still here.
Then we leave.
I would say there'd be no point in taking your knob back immediately, but that's up to you. Until you find like a better place to want to use it in.
Just wait. We use the knob. We go check on Shuffos to see if he's having a seizure, and then we ask if he remembers anything.
I can't wait for like someone to take the knob out and then like 4 floors instantly collapse on the fucking house.
I know.
You take the knob out. Sheffos loses more memory.
You can't Alzheimer's, you fucking animal.
I just imagine like you put the thing there, you ask him if he remembers anything, he tells you something new, you take it off, he forgets it, and then the next time you put a doorknob somewhere, he's like, oh, I remember something, it's the same shit.
Well, yeah, if you keep undoing it and redoing it, then you're just gonna be, it's just loading back from a previous save point.
Yeah, exactly.
Quick, everybody, use your knobs on something stupid.
I wish I had a knob.
You do have a knob. Just get the throne. Which means
Again,
you have to use it on something that's not as useful as the other thing.
It's very luck based. I'm just saying I wish that I had a knob already. I wish I had access.
Boy, buddy.
I'm becoming a Beyblade of Death.
Oh no! Stop that.
More like a fucking windmill.
Windmill of Death.
That's not. You're literally. You only go in like 1 or 2 directions. You're literally
like
not
a-
a Beyblade.
You're
like
an inefficient windmill.
It's like
I was more like a fidget spinner.
Fidget
it's
spinner
like
of
a
death.
It's
There
like
you
a
go.
shitty wheel skeleton. Why are you doing this?
Wheel
We're
of death.
somewhere. We're getting somewhere.
Anyway,
These
Anyway.
windows are just really tiny holes.
Yeah.
or are they just carved in the side because it's made of wood? It's just like a solid.
Who knows, man?
It's
But-
beautiful.
With all that being said, my dudes, I think that we are going to be ending things off here. We'll be coming back next week. You guys will be going through some stuff here. You guys 100% can stay here longer than it takes to try to find the Emerald Eye if you want. There's definitely some things here you guys can potentially do if you wanted to. But there's never any rush for you guys to stay here if you don't want to. You're only here for the gym after all. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. With all that being said, though, my dudes, I hope you guys enjoy. Whoa! And until
Yeah.
next time, like always, later days.
Yeah.
And the recording is over, like we did last time. So now we're freaking still
Oh, you
in here.
were recording. I thought you
Yep.
weren't doing that.
I was recording
Cool.
so that I could test recording and streaming things, so that I could see if I could stream it to Eric while also recording while also streaming.
Don't
I thought it
think
was
there
only
have been any
you.
issues.
I thought
There
it was
didn't seem to
all
be any
3.
issues, no.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah! So whenever I play BioShock tomorrow, I can just show you the BioShock. Hooray!
Spoilers.
Oh no, spoilers! Oh man! Oh man, so much
Oh, man.
spoilers! Yeah. Let's go ahead and send some people to other peeps. Is there anybody doing anything right now? Is Honey still streaming or? Probably
No,
not.
she had rated us.
Oh, she did. I didn't even notice. Oh no!
Oh, no.
Yeah, sure.
I feel so
Rated
bad.
us a while ago.
I feel so bad, Honey. Thank you for the raid. Ah! I was
I
into
can-
it, man. I was too into things.
can
Ooh,
think of
Zero the
someone
Chance
we
is
could
doing
raid.
someone. We could
Oh, yeah.
raid Zero.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do that. Because he got me an emote. So I guess I owe him, I guess. I don't know. Slash raid. Bam. We're gonna send you guys over to Zero. Currently he is doing I don't know. Will a Wonderful World? I don't know what this is. It looks interesting though. Some kind of a.
I think it's a. Well, I was gonna say I think it's a game, but it's like yeah, no shit.
I think it's a. Is it a game on Twitch?
I think
Is it a game?
They play games on Twitch. You sound like a lion.
Sometimes people play games on Twitch. I feel like.
well,
Sounds like
honestly,
blasphemy.
nowadays some people draw and some people sit in their hot tubs and
That's
just
very
talk.
true. We need to
Yeah,
get a hot
Drawing
tub.
is just a game of failure.
We all need a hot tub.
Right now I'm following the Ira hot tub thing because, why not?
I'm glad
all
that
that-
exists. And
with
I'm
all
glad
that
it's taking all
being-
the viewers.
With all that being said, my dudes, I hope you guys enjoyed. We enjoyed ourselves. Head over to Zero. Tell him we had a good time. Hang out with him. See what he's up to. And until next time, guys. Like always, later days.
Goodbye.
Wah.